Hi everyone. We are going to do some jelly plating, but first I'm going to show some auction wins I got. And we're going to try some jelly plating today. Hope everybody's having a good day. I am sending a link real quick to my friend. If I can manage to do it right. Copy. A few minutes late. Sorry about that. I was gathering all my stuff for jelly plating today. It's always really messy and you always need a ton of stuff. Okay, got that done. Hi, Lena. Working, lurking. Hi, Joy. Hi, Helen. Hi, Laura. Hi, Kilburns. Is that what you like to go by? It's called, or do you have another name you like to go by? Hi, Nasha. Thought we would jelly plate today, and I haven't tried them. I've been wanting to try the Stamperia molds on a jelly plate, see how they do. So why not now? Christina, thank you so much. I know that you come to my streams, and I really appreciate it. And I see you at other streams. I'm just learning all kinds of new names. Christina, thank you, hon. I appreciate it. Some people don't get their names, you know. Some people just like to use their screen names. Hi, Nana. Happy Friday. Hi, Eileen. Yeah, I got these. I've been collecting these. So I thought we would try some. So I definitely want to try my two Oriental ones that I have, so I can use those. I'm going to use some stencils today too, not just the molds. I'm going to use some stencils, and I'm also going to be jelly plating in this book, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this book in my file folder I'm doing. So I thought this would be fun. So I'm going to jelly plate in this book. So it's pretty cool. I'm going to show you guys my folder I've been working on. Now I'm going to put this in too. Ta-da! Hi, Lori. Hi, Janet. I like my nickname. I'm not going to lie. I do like my nickname, Miss Joggles. I hope not. I hope not. Oh gosh, oops, hold on, let me show you this real quick. Already dropping stuff on the floor. Typical stream. I found this over at Half Price Books for $3 a while ago, and it's some sort of math kind of workbook. It's a math book, and then this was inside of it. So that was inside of it, and yeah. I'm also going to try some deli papers. I know. She's already been shopping. Can you believe it? I can't believe Eileen's been shopping, guys. Shocking, shocking, shocking. I think she should be named Miss Joggles too, right? We do love Joggles. It is raining here today, but at least it's warm. So I'm super happy it's warm and it's not cold. All right, Kathy said she'll be here in a few minutes. So how is Stamperia gray board different than other chipboards, Eileen? Since I've not used it, what's the difference? Hi, Devin. Hi, Cass. Because you're calling it gray board instead of chipboard. So is it thinner? Is it just gray instead of, I mean, you know, what's the, it's gray. Okay. Okay, it's gray. That's not, yeah. So that means it's literally the same thing, but it's gray. You just like Samparia's stuff. And I do too. You're funny. It's gray. Wait for some more people to get in chat. Let me grab some chipboard. Because technically, technically, this chipboard is gray. Just saying. Now this one is brown. But this one's different. I have one brown one and the rest are gray. Gray. just saying. It's fun to put on the spot, isn't it? Okay, it's a little smoother. Okay, so there is a difference. Such a smart aleck. Oh my goodness. This one's got paint on the edges. It must have been doing something with it. So this one's really thin. Now here's the interesting, looking through my chipboard, she saw my chipboard. So this chipboard here, ooh, you see how bad my skin is? It's so dry. You see how thin this is? Okay, that's really thin, and then that's really thick. Do you see that? So is it thin like this one, Eileen, or is it thick like the other? This is thick, this is thin. So I see one difference between these two. Ooh, my skin's peeling. And I tell you what, I have been washing my hands and washing my hands between that and then the normal art stuff and baby wipes and you know, everything going on. Like my hands are in worse shape than they normally are, or even drier than normal. Let's see if these. Oh, look, Eileen, just for you. Flamingos. Tell me just buy them and quit asking questions. Just shut up and buy them. Let's see. Oop, there's Cassie. Put a layer or two paint on first. Okay.
Good morning.
Hi, Felicity.
What are we doing today?
High five.
There you go. Oh, cool. Which ones? Where'd you get those?
I don't know. I'm guessing Tuesday mornings because it's in a bag with these from Tuesday mornings. So I'm going to guess Tuesday mornings. I've had them in my stash a while. I'm seeing what's in here.
Oh, I have those. I think those buttons, those look familiar. I should pull out, I'll pull out my chipboard.
Yeah, I'm going to roller, while I'm putting, like when I put paint on my jelly plate, I'm going to roller some paint on some chipboard.
Ooh, cool. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll try my sprays.
Oh, yeah, let's do some sprays on it too.
All right, let me go
I
up
was
and get
thinking, you know, like we're always wasting all that. Yeah, we're rolling it out on paper, wasting it. And I was like, not like it's a big deal, but I mean, I have tons of paint, but it's just may as well just do something with it, right?
Oh yeah, it gets, and then they'll be pretty good.
And then after we put some paint on it, we're going to put some embossing glazes on them.
Oh, good.
So you can get those out and use your new embossing glazes.
Yay, that sounds good. Can I'll do a flip real quick of my folio while you're sorting those.
Sure.
And then I'll go up and get my stuff. So I've been working on this. It's almost done. I've got one more page to do, and then I think it's finished. But it's my farmhouse shabby chic industrial Timmy folio. So here's my cover. Got my inside. I love these little lights over the chickens.
Oh, that's cute. Are those Suprema 3D ones?
No, they're just, they were stickers that came in that pack from Hobby Lobby.
Oh, that's cute.
So, so I just tried, you know, just to mix up the three themes. Kind of fill in all the pages. It's still a work in progress, but a lot of all this is glued in and everything.
I'm liking it. Oh, look at the copper on the flap. That looks cool.
Isn't that cool? That was from that, that's that cardstock.
Yeah, that looks super cool.
Yeah, and I was going to put something on top. I thought, no, I'm just going to leave that like it is. And then like here, I've got the lace with all the industrial stuff on top, a little chick right there. I may put something on top of that. And also come back and do some writing or doodling or something. But I'm really happy with how this one I used one of my charms that I had. Remember we got all those charms, or I got all those charms last year.
I need some charms. I need to just get a bag of charms. Just trying to figure out like which ones to get. There's so many to choose from.
I know. I got I got the steampunk ones because we were working on that, but they do have some assortment packs that have a bunch of different ones in it. So, all right. So yeah, I colored in my doodling that I did over here with my Poscas. Okay, this is the one I still need to work on. This page needs some more stuff, but I've got it started.
Yeah, it's half of it. Just get it started.
And then this one too, I'm thinking maybe a couple more things, or I might just leave it the way it is. Yeah, Eileen, Amazon does have great charm packs. That's where I got mine. You get like 100 charms for
Oh,
$5
I
or
like that
something.
coffee mug and that little quote you put on there. It looks good.
Isn't that cute? So
It's super cute.
I may do some doodling. I may doodle some leaves or flowers or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, I like the doors from the Angela Anderson book, or the windows.
Oh, that looks good there.
Yeah. And then this was, what was this? Bella Grace. All right. And then just some random stuff. But keeping,
Yeah,
here's
but
the...
keep my country theme, though. I like it.
Yeah, it's fun. And as I kept going through stuff, that's why I'm sure I'll keep adding to it as I find
I like
stuff.
how, no, I'm just looking at it. I like how you made it where your eye keeps moving around the page to look at it all.
Yeah, like you keep finding different things in there. Because I was going to leave it more plain, but then I'm like, oh, the ticket can go there. And then I thought, well, I need some shabby chic over here. So I did the little flowers, the little pink flowers. Here's another door from Angela Anderson.
That looks
And
good.
then, and then here's just some fun stuff I cut out.
What do you search on Amazon for the charm packs? Laura wants to know.
Go to Amazon and start with maybe put in mini charms, steampunk charms. Just put in little charms, metal charms maybe. Yeah, I can after I'm done here, I'll go back on my order and I'll post a link for ones that I got. But you can even post like dragonfly charms. I had one bag came with all moons and suns and stuff. Here, I'll show you. You want to see my charms that I got?
Sure.
Here, I pull them out. I know Eileen always wants me to trip and fall with them. So, and then here, this is probably the best of all. This is actually a picture from a friend, Mary Beth, sent me some pictures. So I just printed this off, and that's the industrial. And then here's the farm. And I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it yet. I have that chandelier stencil. I'm thinking of putting the chandelier stencil on top, but I'm not sure. So yeah, so that was fun. This was fun. And then let me show you my charms really quick. Okay. And then I'll look up my old orders and see. Okay. So here's just stuff. And I didn't just all get this last year. This is stuff I've been collecting over the years. But like, see, there was one crowns. Like, these are just a whole little thing of crowns.
Wow, that's like really 3D.
Yeah, so these I would use on like dangles on a journal, like hanging off, the spine of the journal. And then there were flat ones that you can actually glue down on the pages. Here, let me fix I'm not seeing chat. Let me fix this so I can see chat. But yeah, you get like 100 for $5. I mean, there's some good prices. Fun little glasses. Okay, here's like old stuff I've just been collecting that I found. Not sure where that came from. Here's another one. Let's see. And then you can like special order some. Like you can get nice pieces of jewelry, which are, I think, like this one I got a couple of these individual. These were like a little bit more expensive. That's if you're into making jewelry and stuff. But then here they had like a dragonfly pack. And I got like 100 different dragonflies.
I love those.
See, that's where that one came from. And it's nice because they're not all the same. It's a bunch of different ones. You get 2 or 3 of the same kind.
That makes sense.
So yeah. So yeah, just fun stuff to add to your pages. Here's the keys. Oh, I should pull this out. I didn't see this. I've got I'll have to put this in there. Got a light bulb. Put that off to the side. Here's the one that came with a bunch of different size suns. Okay. So we've got that. Here's the moons. And then I've sorted through them and kind of separated them so they're not really in the packs that they came from. This one I've used.
Oh, I love that. Look at the moon. That's so cute. You could use the Feta bar wax on.
Oh, I could. I got in a couple of these.
With that gold and put some Feta bar wax on that. It would go into like around the lettering.
Oh, good idea. I'll have to do that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I think I've used this one on a journal page. I'll have to go back and add the wax. So yeah, I've just kind of sorted them out into here's a little baby cup. So it's a combination of stuff to put on pages. I got some bigger ones.
The light bulbs and Stamperia chipboard, Eileen says.
I have the light bulb in this. Oh yeah. I should add some of this to the chipboard. Then here's some. So it's just a bunch of different stuff, and it's so much fun getting the little packs because you don't know what you're getting. I mean, you have an idea, but you don't know all the details. That says
a lot. That's the only bummer about it.
But everything I got, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of rejects in there. I mean, everything I got was pretty cool. Oh, that's my crowns, butterflies, keys. I love these light bulbs. There's another light bulb.
Hi, Tori.
So yeah, so I will, oh, here's a little magic wand. Isn't that cute?
Super cute.
Here, look at, Colleen, you'd like these here. Let me get it out. The little hands. Oh
yeah, they what do they call it where they draw that draw on you?
I know I can't think of it.
Darn it, my loss of.
What is that? I want to say bendy or mendy. No, it's
everybody else here probably knows.
Oh, I'll think of it.
We'll think of it later. We just woke up.
Oh, here's some Asian stuff too. Maybe. It looks like it anyway. So I'll pull that out. And then these have words on them that says imagine. So yeah, so that's my little oh, these are little screws. I should pull those out from my thing. Yeah, so yeah, you can get these on Amazon. They're really cheap. Right. Okay. That's it. I'm going to get out my chipboard and my jelly plate and my sprays. So.
I have issues over here. All right.
Yeah, I'm really
on camera. Oh no, you're still going through. Sorry.
No, it's done. I'm just saying I really like how when you open it up, how it looks.
Okay. I do too. I love that. And I like the girl that you put in there, laying there. Like she's like enjoying the sun.
Yeah,
we're just chilling out.
It was just so much fun to put together. And like I said, I'll keep finding stuff and sticking it in. So, oh, you got your ledger?
I did.
Oh, my stuff should be coming today. Ooh, let's see. Have you shown it yet?
No, well, Johnny showed it when she was selling it, but no, I haven't. I was waiting for everybody to come in.
Okay. Yeah, I can't wait to see all the stuff you got. All right, I am going to run up and get my box of stuff.
Ooh, yeah, good idea. Okay, I'll put myself up here and full screen in. Oh, God bless. Will you stop scaring the shit out of me?
Hello, everybody.
Oh,
Guys.
you grabbed me. It's like, oh, God, like a woman's worst nightmare. Ugh. Tom is mean. He is mean, I tell you. He's gonna try to figure out like how to take this apart so I can just use the pages out of it for me.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out. There's like a bar in here. There's a hole in here, so I don't know if I need to stick like a small screwdriver and twist this thing out, or I haven't quite figured out how the heck this thing is put together. I mean, these came up scary a second as I go back to work, but you know.
Is Johnny here?
His day is complete. Oh, you can help open it? Okay, cool. Because Tom was going to try to open it.
Okay, Janet said the posts unscrew.
The post. So if I like take a pliers and twist this, it should try a screwdriver. You don't have a screwdriver up here, do you, or pliers?
No.
What time we got here? 10:30.
In my toolbox downstairs.
Okay, hey Colleen, Johnny's here.
Good.
She said, see the hole in the bottom.
In the bottom. The hole on this one. Okay. The hole here. Okay.
Hey Colleen, maybe you could FaceTime her. That might even be easier.
Yeah, well, if Tom's in the mood to do it, I'm gonna let him try. I can continue streaming. Oh, needle nose pliers. Okay.
Or put her up in StreamYard.
Oh, that's true. If she wants to, I could do that.
Yeah, that might be easier than trying to follow the chat. All right, I'm gonna run upstairs.
Turn off her camera, and then if she don't want to be on, or she's use her hands anyway. Turn it, and it will release and lift a bit. But first, let's try this. Okay. Hey Tom, she said needle nose pliers.
Oh, I might grab a different one, but this will do it. I mean, either way, you're grabbing the outside and twisting it.
Okay. She said, wait.
I got the big boys.
Let's use it. I was going to see if I bring her in on StreamYard or not.
So I can try.
There's a hole on the bottom she was talking about, too. She's talking about that
Oh,
one
it's
or
too
that?
big. Damn, I have to get a different one, smaller one. Because I'm thinking it's either this thing either turns. Is it turning? It might be turning.
Open cover. Open the cover, she said.
Well, you can't. It doesn't.
Open cover.
But this, it looks like this is turning.
Well,
Oh, Janet said, did you see Janet's thing? She said she used to work in one like that.
oh my God, you did? Oh my God, Janet. You have to write so tiny in this. Like the spaces are really little.
That's why she writes so tiny now.
Open. It says open a journal, so I don't know. Is that moving?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's spinning.
Janet is ancient. I'll do a split screen so you can see what Kathy's up to while he's working on that.
Okay. All right. Okay, Lena, my ledger assembly guide. Step 1, drink a double screwdriver. Step 2, call your hubby.
Man.
You work for the state of Colorado, you used one of these. Like you have to like really write small, and that's why I was when I was looking at all these journals, I was like, wow, they had to write really small. I write really big. It would have been terrible.
There we go. There's one. Yeah, it's just threaded.
Oh, it came out.
You got one out. Cool.
Yeah, there's a hole in there. Probably easier.
Yeah, it's
if I had something I could stick in there, but this works.
Like the bird post you do, the bird feeder post. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Arlene.
Yeah, actually, this one's a little bit looser.
Hi, Andrea. Hi, Teresa.
Hey, everybody.
Coming by. We're going to do some jelly plating. I'm going to show some auction stuff. I got one from Johnny's, and we're going to play. I think I kept going through sprays.
These are two different sizes.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, now lift it. I'll let you finish.
That's, the one thing came out. That's why it's different.
That's why it's
there's
longer.
an extender on there.
Oh, it's like
see?
a scrapbook. It has the extender like a scrapbook.
Yeah, an extender. See? Extender. Oh, there we go. All right. Yep, so now you're be free, little book.
Be free, little book.
I remember one of these, a time card.
Oh, cool.
Remember those? Ka-ching, ka-ching. Remember doing that at Van Lunatics?
Yeah, and Thriftway. Yeah.
Yeah, man. This guy made $37.20, man. He was living high off the hog.
Oh, wow. That's for the week? What year is that from? Does it say?
March of 1959.
Wow.
And so he worked 23 hours, made $1.60 an hour, which probably wasn't bad back then, was it?
No, that was probably decent pay then.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
I mean, all through the 60s. I mean, when I started working.
Bugs Bunny. Oh yeah, he would clock in when he would when he was.
I'll bring up some of the other. I kept the checks that I wanted. I'll bring you up some of your other stuff that you gave me.
I don't have to have it. I got a bunch.
Oh, well, you said you're going to do a show.
Oh well, that's okay. Some of the checks and things like that, I given to him too because he's a banker, so he likes. I gave him some of the stuff I got from Rosemary and that too.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because then he's gonna I think I'm gonna make like a. He framed some of them from the Rosemary, and I think he's gonna make them like a little collage or something.
Oh,
but,
cool.
You see, I'm in banking. It's like this is turn around. So this is a check. But if you look at this check versus your checks at home right now, on the bottom, there's no what's called magnetic and character recognition. There's
the routing number. There's no routing number.
Write a check, it goes through a machine and it reads all this stuff at the bottom. So what the bank would have had to done is, I guess, look up at the person. It made $1.35, which was minimum wage, and Janet thought she was rich. And you still are. All right. But somebody, I guess the bank actually had to look this person's name up, figure the account figure the amount out and deduct it. And if you can tell, see the hole punches in the check. So they hole punched it when they processed it, it indicated that it was paid. But yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
The Colleen stuff that she found.
So you're lining them up straight. Yeah. Me,
the paints?
Yeah.
I know.
Is it this one?
Those are the embossing enamels, and we're gonna try it on some chipboard today.
Yeah, because some of this cash book one. That's from. There we go. September of 1914. So that sucker's kind of old, and if you look at the ink. This is probably like the ink, the ink that you would have had to dip in the jar and, those type of pens basically. But anyway, all right, back to work.
That's really cool.
Yeah, no, whatever he wants to keep, let him keep. And then I can always scan some of this to use for art. And I make him. His walls are pretty bare in there, so I could make him like a big collage. Collage. Make them like a little frame. I don't know. I haven't done it. I love to do stuff like that, but I'll figure it out. Maybe figure out what he likes best and put it in a frame, a big frame for him to hang in his office. This would be fun. So I went through some of these yesterday, and this is what I was. Ooh, everything's dirty. Imagine that. It's old.
Hey, Colleen, one question. Were these a pain to open up like all the other stuff?
A pain to open up. No, actually, those weren't bad, but the sprays were not as bad as Tim's either. But yeah, you gotta cut the plastic off. You can.
Okay, go ahead and go cut yourself big so they can see the stuff, and I'll just start opening this stuff up.
Okay. So this is Janet says she has actually used these. So that's interesting. See, we found something else about Janet. Look how small that you have to write, people. Look how little these lines are. Look at this. This is how she can write teeny tiny on her envelopes and all her cards and her little zine. Look how little you have to write. Oh, I can't do it. So this is very small. So you can see most of these people passed away, I'm sure, but I don't know, maybe not. I'm going to block those out or cover them with paint or whatever, so security numbers. So I will cover them up or whatever when I use it. Let's see. Then, because I don't know for sure if they're here or not here, but I'll just cover it up. I'll be putting paint and stuff over them anyway. Now I'm gonna make some copies this time. See, Tom's got a little basket. These are some stuff I got from Rosemary, and he framed a couple of them. And these were some checks, old checks I got from Rosemary in her Etsy shop. And she threw in some of these. And I thought this was funny. This was part of Johnny's kit, I think. Or was it someone? Is it Johnny's or Rosemary's? I don't remember where I got this. But look. Wait, I know. This was part of the Asian kit. This is from Rosemary's, part of the Asian kit. And it had a really old-time computer on it. I thought you liked that. Anyway. So he's got his little box collection going there. I used to just decide real quick, wipe the stuff off my desk. The paper, I should say, so I don't get it on my deli plate. This book is really more or less make sure. Sorry if I missed any chat or anyone was saying something to me.
I'm keeping an eye on chat, Kelly.
Oh, thank you. Looks like ledgers that were used when we ran the mobile home park in Memphis, Tennessee. Oh, wow.
Okay, Janet said, looking at this brings back good memories. I made a great friend while working there. She ended up with amnesia, and we thought her husband had killed her. Am I going to tell you the whole story?
I want to hear that story. That is something that you'll never hear anywhere else. Yep, we got to remind Eileen, we need extra people. Remind her to tell us that Monday.
Okay, Dar said when she was a bookkeeper, minimum wage, I had to use these ledgers every day. I kept a total after every entry so I could do the bank deposits.
Oh, wow. You used them too? Isn't that, it is nifty. Wouldn't it be neat to play with? I agree, Lena. And Arlene, she used them too. I can't believe this.
Don't we all wish we had some of the old stuff? I used to be a notary. I wish I had my old notary seal.
Oh, you were a notary? His mom was a notary.
Yeah, I was a banker. I worked in the bank.
Oh, wow. And you were a notary at a bank. I know you said you worked at a bank. I didn't know what you did at a bank.
I was like a personal banker and then business development and stuff like that.
Oh, wow. That makes sense. You're smart. That makes sense.
Well, I don't. I don't know about that, but
I think you're smart. So this was missing some pages. I got this again from the junk journal shop. It's Johnny. She's here in chat, and you can find her name, and her YouTube channel is Junk Journal Shop, and she does auctions tonight today at 4 p.m. Eastern. She is doing teaches how to put some napkins on some muslin bags. So last night I think, and also shows how to make a napkin journal. Last night she was showing us how to make journal covers from books with napkins.
oh, fun. I've got to watch that one.
Yeah, I watched that later. I was watching all the recorded streams last night since I'm not getting notifications for half of them. And now I did go out to the grocery store yesterday. So this is my composition book that I've been like smearing all my leftover paints and stuff in. Well,
Eileen was a notary also. Kelly was an accountant.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and so this reminds me of a composition book, except it's nice, like it's hardbacked. You know, it's a hardback book. So this reminds me of a composition book because this is just the normal like paper lines. So someone took, and they, drew, I had to use a ruler, and drew the lines and made this into a ledger by just drawing the lines, writing the dates, and putting stuff down. But it really, if you look over here, it's just a normal, just like an old composition book. But it's the same size. It's identical size to it.
Janet.
Same exact size. So it's just the difference is, it's obviously old. The papers are yellow. But, that's what makes it cool, right? So I got that. So, look, yeah, I mean, it's a smidge bigger. Let me think. Just a smidge, not much. But, yeah, this would be fun to use as a sketchbook.
Yeah, lots of fun streams yesterday. Dee Dee was on doing a surprise stream. Then Kathy came on. Johnny was on. Brooke was on later. I think Keisha was on. Tons of fun streams yesterday.
I've already used some of this one. Johnny was selling these, and she was also selling these. She was also selling these by themselves. And she was selling these individually. These I bought with the yarn. I already used some in my folder, and I used some of this already too.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that lace to come. I already know what I'm going to use some of it on.
Kathy got the pink one of this, and I got the blue. She got the pink. So that was
yeah. Oh my gosh, everybody's lots of notaries. Janet said she can't believe Colorado trusted her enough to give her a seal. Lena had a seal.
Oh my gosh, really?
Oh, Lori says she has an old ledger at work, and we drew the lines in as well. And recorded autopsies.
Back years ago.
You still have it. You need to find that, Lori.
Huh. And Janet was a notary. I am unbelievable. And Eileen. Holy crap. We have a whole room full of notaries.
I am too, Johnny. I'm in love with the spindles. I got empty ones and ones with lace on them. I can't wait.
This is really interesting. We're finding more about you guys than we ever knew.
Lena said, remind me to show her military seal on her next stream. That's cool.
Okay, note to self, military seal from Lena, and the story of the lady with amnesia from Janet.
I've never known anybody with amnesia. That's crazy, Janet.
Yeah, the ledger peoples. We didn't know we had all these ledger peoples and all these bankers and notaries in chat. How about that? I noticed spindles are so pretty. There's Junk Journal Shop. Click on the 3 dots. You can follow her YouTube channel. And she also has an Etsy channel with the same name. Etsy channel, Etsy shop, not channel. Junk Journal shop on Etsy, and you can also go there.
Okay, cool. Lori says, we also have a 4x6 card file that is huge that dates back, I don't know how long, with patient's name, dates of death, etc., and final cause of death on each card. Oh, wow. That would be cool to go through. Devin, not that I remember, right? I'm going to use my spindles to keep my ribbon on.
Oh, Tori said her daughter hit her head with retrograde. I guess I'm assuming, I'm not sure what that means would be in US. Grade school, I'm assuming, got amnesia once they found out it was funny. Oh my God. So again, there's someone else, her daughter had amnesia. So these are a bunch of letters, 12 years, 6 years. I'm not sure what this is. Alyssa, a school thing. Tom was totally excited about this one. I bought a couple paper packs, some ledger things and paper packs from Johnny, and this was part of it. And he immediately is like, "Oh, stamps." And he got really excited because, so I'm going to put these in his basket to keep. If you look, hold on, let me zoom in. Hold on,
There you go. Cool.
1942, win the war. And then this one's 1937 with Jefferson. Look how cute. Yeah, so he was super excited about the stamp. So that's going in. So I'm letting him keep those. Anything he likes, he can keep. As he pays for it, technically.
Oh, Arlene, I'm sorry. Arlene said she had amnesia for 2 years after her stroke.
What?
That must have been
God,
scary.
that's a terrible way to have amnesia. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you had a stroke. I'm thankful you're here with us.
Oh, Kathy Arbor, when she was in art school, she had a co-op to draw body parts in the morgue at Western University. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. Oh, that sounds terrible. I'm sorry, Kathy. That sounds terrible. I don't think I know I'm not mentally strong enough to do that. I would be too mentally weak to do that.
ACB.
I'd just be in tears and crying and depressed and sad. I couldn't. I'm just not mentally strong enough for that.
Oh, I'd just be scared.
I'd be sad.
That would just scare me.
This is a onion skin letter. So
ooh.
How cool is that? And it's like green. So onion skin came in green. So this is when people used to have to type everything. Ooh, type.
She did, CB.
This is neat with the bag.
I can't wait to get mine and read all the stuff in it.
Yeah, that's what Tom's gonna do. He started looking through it yesterday, but he had to go back to work. It was lunch break, and had to go back to working. And then we went for a walk, and then we went to the grocery store. We went to a different grocery store because the one closest to me is always out of it doesn't have anything left. I swear, like 50% to 75% of the store is empty, so we had to go to a different grocery store. This is 1948. This is the onion skin. This is just a letter. There's some old papers. Some of these are really fragile. This is like a receipt. I'm just going to show you. These are all just printed out like typewriter paper.
Very cool.
There's a whole bunch of these. Again, I'm going to have, well, actually, I don't know how to do it, but because we have to not scan the computer, but scan on a little thing and then put that into the computer. I always have trouble with that. So Tom helped me with that. So I'm going to scan some of it, and some of it I'm just going to use because that's why I bought it to use, right?
Yeah.
As onion skin. And then That's funny. There's a Western Union. I'll put that over here. Some might want that one. These are all just letters. There are many types of memory loss. Imagine painting over an old canvas to a new canvas. Yeah, I didn't know that. Good morning, Anne. So all these are just more letters. Oh, there's something.
Oh, let's see what's.
Hold on. There's all something in between. Hold on.
Yeah, wasn't there like a single?
There's something. That's like a
Where'd it
receipt.
go?
Where'd it go? It's going crazy. There it is. I guess I saw something in between. Oh, look how fancy the letterhead is. That's pretty. I'm just saying, like you wouldn't see that now. This is what's been running. Oh, look, they had running water, and a bath was $2.25 to $2.50. So you could go here to get home cooked foods and stay, I guess, at this place, and you had running water. Boom.
What does the letter say? Anything interesting? I'd love to find like old love letters.
Will you please let me know immediately whether or not Miss Irene something is working in bunker during September? Something granted with Miss continues in her work until the end of the month.
Huh.
Yeah, Tom might be better at reading other people's handwriting than I am. Okay, this is from Ledger Book. Johnny took Ledger Books. Hi, Popo.
Hey, Susan.
Yeah, I know. She said it's great to see it and then sad to remember it all. Poor Eileen. Well, we're so thankful to have you. So we're thankful to have you. And it's great to have everybody. We love you all. And we don't care because we think that you are young in spirit, and that's what matters. You guys are young at heart. Man, Eileen, that dives in and tries all the stuff that gets us doing stuff. She's always on cutting edge of what's new, what's in, trying new stuff. Eileen, I think you're definitely way younger than what you are. Because she's so smart and so with it and always trying new things. She does not just like, I'm done. She's always like willing to try go. We just went to the one class with what's his name?
Antonio.
Yeah, she went to it. She still goes to classes now and tries to learn more. So this is really neat. This is from a bank. So I'll make some. I'll see if Tom wants any of these for his group since that's from a bank. This is the one piece from the creamery I bought. It's huge. Let me raise my camera all the way up. It's huge. So I got this giant, and this would be fun. This to use for because I definitely will be doing some more farm stuff. You know that. And Rosemary, I know too. This is cool because Rosemary was planning on doing a pharmaceutical kit, like or she has her monthly kits. And she was talking about doing, I don't remember what she called it, but basically like a pharmaceutical kit. But what's another word for farm? She didn't call it that. It was something else she was calling it. Because she has some of these. These are basically prescriptions that someone glued into a ledger or journal. And these are all prescriptions. And Rosemary is planning on doing some sort of medical kit, but she had a cool name for it, and I can't remember the name. Apothecary. Thank you, Hottie Popo. That's it. Rosemary, at some point, she don't know when, she's gathering stuff, I think, for different ideas, and she's going to have an apothecary kit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, hey Kat, can you find her junk journal shops, Etsy or Eileen or somebody or Dar to put that in? I think Kelly's interested in some of her ephemera kits, and she also has the wooden spindles too. And she had some with yarn and without. I think I tried the ones without. I think she had, yeah. So these are the spools, but she still has these two available. So someone could put her Etsy shop up.
Oh, she's got the blank ones available too?
Yeah, look, she said that. Yeah, I think so. So you could go in there and get some more. You were talking about you wish you got more. So yeah, these are all prescriptions. So I was really excited to see this because when Rosemary does her apothecary kit, I want to use these. So that is handy dandy. All right, so I got $3. I paid for this group, and it was, yeah. And then this again is from an old ledger. And look at this. This is like your dip pen written. I mean, seriously, this is from a doctor's office. But look how nice and neat. And look how teeny tiny everything is. Seriously. And let me zoom in. But this is a dip pen. Look how, I can't believe someone had to do all this. Etsy's cool. So these will be fun. I'm going to use some of them for real, and I'm going to scan some of them. So, yep. So it's going to be scanning and using. I'm not just going to like just save it. I'm going to use it. This is some, I paid $5 for these. These are also similar to the big book I got. These are it's like records of money. This is money stuff. Okay, hold on. Money stuff. You like how get my camera to focus. Just give me a second. Oh, thank you, Jersey. Yeah, once I can get it up close enough, it does forget. Once I get it just where it wants it. Yeah, so this is a bank credit thing. So I'm gonna go. So make sure see what Tom wants for anything bank stuff. There's some more that was with it. There's maybe a separate. I can't remember. But look at that. So I have to handwrite all this. So okay, this is really pretty. These are again from old ledgers from that, and again they're so pretty. On the back, someone put articles on the back. I don't know if this probably was later. Someone probably purchased it, was adding some stuff to it, and this is some of the things that she saved for Rosemary because they had like plants and leaves on them. This is like the eco dye. Can you see that? Where it's just sitting somewhere getting dirty.
Yeah.
And then look, isn't that cool? That was the leaf. So so she saved the really grungy ones from Rosemary because she sells the eco dyeing. So I thought that was really cool. So that one has that on there. Eco dyeing before we knew what eco dyeing was, right? And again, all these also, again, I'm going to use some of them, scan some of them, combination. There's just some letters, Board of Education. This is another newspaper. There's some more bank stuff. And then this group, these two groups I bought separate. She had these today. Oh wait, I gotta show my other journal. Ledger.
Oh, cool.
Here's my little ledger I bought the other day. She had a ledger and a pack, and then a paper pack. So this one is like it's like a phone book, and so yeah, she has the letters on the sides. These are people. That looks like the front. I have some addresses, and then this is mail. This is about, I guess, mail they sent out in 1936. So someone's writing all that down. So yeah, so you can see all that. So this would be fun to play with. I love the size of it. Love the size of this. Parcels. Articles written. Business meetings. mail, addresses, sermons, talks to the Ozark submissions, mileage, so you keep track of how much money we're driving. Now let's see, how much is gas? What is mileage? Rail. Oh my gosh, it says rail. So some of them it says she took, it's like a rail and then my car and then other and in total. So they were taking trainings.
Oh, wow. Okay, Johnny said she has 2 sets left with the journal and 4 sets left with just ephemera.
Okay. 4 sets of the ephemera. Okay, so she got 2 of these left, she said. This is the ledger she has for sale. It fits in the palm of my hand. You can see the size of it. Let's see. So it's like 6 3/4 by like 4. You can see the size of it. And then
Dara and Eileen just put the links up too.
thank you guys. Again, inside the bag there is a newspaper, and there's some. It's all old type papers. Again, if you can either use them as they are or scan them in. So, and use them that way. It's up to you. But it's a lot of types. It's just a lot of typewritten letters. Some are yellower, some are whiter, like 29. Maybe it depends on the paper, or maybe it depends on where it was stored since then. Yeah, so there you go. If you want some cool ephemera to play with in your mixed media art, or you just want to collect it, whatever floats your boat. So I'm going to use it for mixed media, but you can use it for whatever you want. That's one, it's the sheet. This is the other ephemera pack. That was with this stuff. I've emptied out some drawers so I could store it. And this is, oh, they opened it this way. That's neat. So they opened on the side so they didn't damage the what was inside. So this is from a church. It's like little newspaper articles in there. Huh. That's smart to open from the side. Here's a letter from Columbus, Ohio. This was pen written. Look at that. That's neat. This one would be a good one to copy and to use. This is a note someone wrote from 1954. Again, just some old newspapers. And clean chair, glue chair, the broken one, new cloth shelf in kitchen. Replace 2 worst quilts with quilts or blankets, smaller cabin. Put oil stove from smaller cabin into the big cabin, and put new wicks into the small stove. What are they talking about? Okay. There you go. So, yeah, you can sit down and read these. I just don't want to spend, the whole stream doing that. Put everybody to sleep. So, again, there's more letters. This is fun stuff. So, I just got a ton to play with. And I'm going to have fun. All right. Let's get it crack-a-lackin', as Dee Dee says. I'll set this aside. And now my little piece is up. Okay. I love the little ledger. Here's my onion skin paper. I might use one of these to jelly plate on just to see what happens. All right, I'm going to put Kathy back on. You know she's there. Okay, so I was working in, since I've been doing the Oriental kit with Rosemary's Asian caboodle kit. So I have all this stuff showing. Thank you so much, Dar, for doing that. CB.
What did CB said? If you go to one of Johnny's sales, have your finger on the button. Is Kelly in it? Yes, she is, right, CB?
I'm not as fast as Popo. She's really fast. Your grandfather used to run whiskey for Labbitt's Brewery. That was on there. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I mean, when I find that, I should send that to you. Would you like? Was that was one of the papers I had, right? Black market liquor. Is black market liquor bookkeeping? Oh my gosh. Cool. Hi, Carla. If I missed you coming in, and Mindy, I think I missed you. Oh, and Sharon, Debbie, Ebbs. And,
Oh, Debbie's here. Hey, Debbie.
Yeah, I'm looking back through chat, see who I missed coming in.
Yeah, I saw Sharon. I didn't see Debbie.
We apologize. I'm looking down at everything. Some snapping turtles at the auction. Mine, mine, mine. Yeah, thank you. So if you're interested in her kids and stuff, and today at 4 p.m. she's going to stream. So I took my folder. We're working in our folders, doing the one folder a month with Kat.
Oh, cute! Cute girl, Kelly. She turned out good.
I drew her. Well, it's the second time I drew her. First time I used ink that smeared, and then I was really mad and I had to redraw her. But it is what it is. This is the girl in the book that I was looking at for reference, and this is her. And then I drew it on some watercolor paper, and I was happy with it.
That turned out really cute.
And then I even did the little little mountains and little birds and mountains and swirlies and little Asian buildings on top, like this one. So this is this one. So again, I'm working out the Illustration Now book, and I drew her, so I was really proud of myself. I had another one, but then ended up being too big, and then I was like trying to do this, and then it's the ink smeared, and I was so mad I wasn't even thinking about what ink I was using. So needless to say, I had to draw another one and use ink that didn't that was archival. So lesson learned. So anyway, because this is my first one, so I kept the top half. This is my first one. But then from here down, I have a bunch of smearage. But
you'll be able to use that for something.
Right. So I ripped off the bottom that's smeared. I was so mad. And I was not mad. I wasn't say mad. I was just bummed. I would say bummed is a better word than angry. I would say bummed because I really was happy with it. But I like the buildings better that I did here. But partly because I made this bigger and I had more room to work. So I want to try doing this again and doing more Asian buildings and mountains and birds. I want to try doing some more of those, because I actually really like doing that part of it. That's what actually kind of attracted me to the page in the first place, was the fact that she was wearing this hat with a little city on her head from the book.
That's that's cool.
Yeah,
the original page?
Because I whacked off the corner. I was like, forget it. I don't want to do this a third time, so I left it. But I tore off the part that was still intact, and I'll use it again. But you can see I did pretty close to what I did the first time. So then I used some some watercolor pencils on her cheeks and on her little dress, just to add a little bit of peach to bring in the little flowers. Yeah, she is using Seth sprays.
Yes, Debbie.
Thank you, Debbie. Thanks, Joy.
Eileen wants to know, did you use a pen to do this, or did you draw it in pencil first?
Oh, hi, Duranda. I used a pencil to sketch it, and then I went over it with then I went and used. Sorry about my dogs. I used India ink and a brush, and I did this with India ink and a brush. on top of the pencil. And then I erased the pencil when I was done. And then I used some watercolor pencils to just give her some soft tones to pick up that was in the flowers. So yeah, I used Indian ink and a brush. It was slow, but I liked it because it gave it that Asian ink, sumi ink, type. I can't think of the name of it, of work, like the book I have.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think in the book they might have some of those lessons for to do the pagodas.
Yeah, so I like to do some pagodas. I really like doing the pagodas. I mean, because, I love houses anyway. I love drawing or painting houses. I love tearing them out. And I'm always looking at the houses, watch HGTV all the time. Can't help myself. But yeah, this would be fun to draw those. So on the inside, I put some Asian paper down. That was from a Anna Griffin kit. I used my Stamperia stencil. And then I used my paint marker, and I just, where you use a stencil, you have the separated lines and just filled them in with the marker. And then I went over it with some watercolor for the leaves and for the stems and stuff. And then after that, I went over top of the watercolor with some Weeka Stellar. Let me get my camera to focus. Hold on.
Oh, to give it that little shine.
Yeah, so I used watercolor and then Weeka Stellar on top to make and I just used it on the flowers just to make them pop out from the orange. And then these were chipboards that were part of the Stamperia Asian kit that goes with the paper that I took the chipboard and I think it was Zandra that showed me. As I got these from Zandra, and she was saying, because if you don't want the bulk, which I didn't want the bulk in here, actually this was pretty easy. I just went in here and I tore off the image from the chipboard. So I tore that off.
Okay, cool.
So you have to be very, very careful.
Yeah.
It will tear. I had a few tears and I had to kind of on the edges and glue it back down. Hi, Kiki. Hi, Michelle. Yeah, I took, and this is a digi image I added here. This is some of the lace from Johnny's auction I put here. This is also the lace that I used from the vintage lace I got from Johnny right here. I put it there. And then I also laid it right here to kind of have some division between the two busy pages. So I laid the lace there. And then I also put the lace from Johnny's auction right here on the flap, again, to kind of separate it from this, because it's busy and busy next to each other. And then I also just love using the lace and paper and fabric and, and using it all together. I was trying to do this crazy calendar. Where's my calendar? I have a calendar with Asian quotes. With Asian quotes on it and images. And basically, it's wrote really weird, right? Because it's more the way they. I'm sorry, my loss of words of what it's called. Anyway, so I was trying to duplicate it, and it kind of I did it, but then it didn't show up, and then there was too much black in the napkin that it kind of looks smeared, but it's not. So I was disappointed with that, but I should have probably put this on something else and then put it on top. Again, it is what it is. So
it still looks cool, though. It looks like he wanted it to be like that, though. I kind of like it.
Kind of like it looks messy. It's because the napkin had the stems for the flowers, and where this happened to lemon, it looks smeared, but that's actually the napkin. So it's like, ugh. Oh, you had a phone call. It's okay, Teresa. Welcome back. I didn't miss anything. Yeah, the file folders are really cool, Kelly. If you follow Kathy Arbor on Instagram. Oh my lord. I'm so tired. I'm never awake in the mornings. On YouTube, if you follow Kathy Arbor, that is the name of her channel, and you follow her, she's doing basically you can do what you want. It's one folder a month, any theme you want, any theme. And then what we're going to do at the end of 12 months, then end of the year, we're going to take our folders, well, 12 folders, right? And then we're going to stitch them together. She's going to show us how to stitch them together. So we're going to stitch all 12 folders together, and then it will be one big cool book. Like this one I did, I'm going to make this my first one because in January I kind of set my paint goals and classes and things I want to achieve art-wise. So my first folder I did was this one. And this one I used a bunch of, let me see this and see more of each other. There you go. I used a bunch of Jana's stuff from her Etsy kit, all the vintage stuff. And these are all from little cute, this is some paintbrush, washi paintbrushes. And this is just some old stuff she got from books and coloring books. It's just cute. It's just cute ephemera. I found a picture of Frida, put her there. And I thought this was neat because this makes me think of every woman here. You know, we're a gardener, we're an artist. Some are pottery, some do knitting and cooking and exercising, and some like to do pens and photography and working out and chilling out.
Where'd you get that one from, Colleen?
This one here, this one came from Folio. And I like this because this kind of represents like a woman and some of our pastimes. We like, this does not represent being a mother or anything. This is more like hobbies and past, you know, our hobbies and stuff we like to do. And I thought this is a good example of what we like to do. I love to paint. I love art. You know, I love to exercise. You know, I love gardening some in the summer, not like Kathy Arbor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't like to cook. That one is not me. I should just X out the cooking girl. This side shows again, you know, juggling all the things. This is the other assets of it, where you know you got your dinner, your meeting, your work, and everything you're juggling. So as women, we juggle so much in our lives. You know, I thought that was a good representation of everything we do.
Cool.
There's Kathy Arbor. You can click. Thank you, Cass, our star, for putting that there. A color cast is just easier, so I don't get confused between them. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Debbie. Sexy girl on the side. You just started. That's awesome, Kelly. You really like it's just fun to participate and group things together. Just unifies us as artists, and it's fun to do. And then we can show each other what we've worked on and have this really big fun folder book to put together later and be proud of. And we can look back at the year 2020, all the, you know, our file folders and our book we did all with everybody else. It's just really fun to be part of something. This is a pen. This giant pen was part of an ad that Jonna put in a kit, and I put the pen right here on a, look at that. It fits the whole file folder, and then the tip sticks out. How perfect was that? So I stuck that there.
That's so cute.
Look at that pen. I mean, it has little hearts on it, too.
Aww.
The pen was part of it, and it fits perfectly in the file folder like it's meant to be. And this was a really cute little kit, this paint thing she added. And this is some fabric from her kit. And this was just some stickers I had from our Flow stuff. This is Flow magazine. That's Flow magazine. And then the back was, again, this is a vintage, probably 70s ad. And then this was on top of one of the ephemeras that Jonna put there. And then she also had things. She had like little fake money in there. So I tore the fake money coming out of her mouth because of how expensive art stuff is. So we're just like chew. That's it, baby. So I did that just because of how much we spend. I was laughing at myself when I was putting that in there. Oh my gosh, these are just some little, just some cute little art ephemeras that she had in her kit. And then the second one I did was the farm one. This one I did use stencils, and I was using some denim fabric, and then this is some pretty lace. Again, I like the lace and papers. There's a pocket I made on stream. You can see me working on this on some of my other YouTubes. Hi, Fran. Good morning. Thanks, Star. You've been lurking? Oh, you love what Kathy's doing with all the colors. Cool. I know, it's looking really neat, isn't it? I'm glad you're liking that. A red circle with a line through it. That's what I need. A red circle with a line through the lady that's cooking. And then I painted I did the chicken. I drew it. And I painted that on there. So I was proud of myself because I know Kathy and I know Janet are trying to, I took some napkins. It's in stamping and collage. Kathy and Janet are trying to put their own art on every folder. Everything is figure-outable. I still love that. There's my second folder. So there's my third. So I just was showing you. And on the back side, this is some Stamperia rice paper with the tag that was, again, part of the chipboard. And I tore off the chipboard and enhanced how you see and see how you change. And on the back, this was from Pamela Anderson's collage book. Is this neat umbrella. And then I, again, used some of the chipboard. I tore on that. Thank you, Carla. I love the farm one. I'm partial to the farm stuff. Thank you. I love that. I would have used I'm going to probably do another one. I'm going to use that creamery big paper I got from Johnny on one of them, cover the folder with it. This, I just used some of my little Asian paper on the back, and then this was part of a digi thing, and then I did the quote. And then on the back side, I have some, it's coming, well, it's the downside about washi. So I put some washi tape on top of a calendar. I have an Asian calendar that I always wait till they mark them down really cheap. And I have an Asian calendar. This is a digi image. This was a digi image. This is a chipboard piece. And then I just added some washi tape here and some washi tape here. And this is just a combination. I even put this as March. So there's my March. Oh, and then before I go on. Then what I'm going to do today is jelly plate. And I'm going to do, that's why I had the little flip. Bloop, bloop. Okay, so I'm going to do is put this here in the middle of my book. And let me find the center. Okay, wherever the center. This is the center. And I think I'm going to just, I'm going to put this in here. I don't want to cover up my lace. I don't think I need to. So I think I'm going to put it right here. And I think I'm going to stitch it off center in the back. So it's not covering up my lace off center. Or I'm just going to lay it in here. I could just lay it in. And I'm going to jelly plate in this Asian math book. And I'm going to jelly plate, and then I'm going to keep this in here with my Asian folder, and I'm going to jelly plate on that and have that in here. And that's what I'm going to do. And so you can see how cool. I've only done 3 folders, but look how big this book is going to be. So big and cool. So then those 3 go together. So that's that I'm going to work on today. Is I'm going to jelly plate and that, and I might just lay it in here. Probably better if I just lay it in here, and then I can see my rice paper and stuff. And so that's what I'm going to keep in here. So we're going to jelly plate on this. And this folder is done. Then I got to think about what I want to do for April. Oriental rice papers. Oh, awesome. Be at your mom's raking. Oh, you're going to rake at your mom. She's got lots of leaves. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss anything. You're already making a list, and you have, right, Kelly? Like, once you start thinking about all the, it's neat because each month is a different topic. And once you start thinking of the topic, like Carla loves chickens, like, you like, okay, this was good for January because I made my art goals. Look, I love the little pen sticking out. I'm doing the Rosemary's Caboodle kit. So, which is, she has an Etsy shop. Rosemary's Etsy shop is the Rusty Peacock on Etsy if you want to get any of her kits. And anyway, it's just fun, and I think it's just fun to have each one as a different theme. It's just fun. I'm thinking garden theme. Garden theme would be fun. Just so much fun. So also, I'm going to try working on some chipboard today. And I think she is using some of Dina Wakely's chipboard is what I think she's using, if you're wondering. She's got us muted, so I'm going to try to do some. Now that yucky stuff is just because that's on the bottom, just so you know. My plate's pretty clean, but that's the junk that runs underneath. Just to let you know. And I was thinking what I would try too is I ordered these jelly plate sticky. I ordered these from the Rusty Peacock, and I also got a couple of these from Johnny as well. And they're it's printed deli paper. And so I figured what I might do is I'll try, probably, I don't know if it's going to work on the waxy side or not, or I should jelly print on the back. I think I'm going to try to jelly print on the back. And then I'm hoping then that the collar then, it should be good. And then the collar will stick, because this side's less waxy, and then the collar will show through. The jelly print will show through, and you'll see it. You'll still see all the fronts on the jelly print on the back of some of these. So I thought this would be fun. There's all different, it's like little deli paper with newspaper. So I thought this would be cool. I'm going to do that. Try some of these too. And I'm going to work in the Asian book. And let's see. I always had to think in my head what I was going to talk about before we stream. Always get so much I want to talk about. This is cool. Okay, yesterday on Kathy Arbor's channel, she was showing how to do reverse painting with these fish. Thank you, Dar, so much for posting that. There is Rusty Peacock's Etsy, which is Rosemary Morris, and you can purchase any of her kits there. This is, so I took the water, okay, I tried making what she was making, and it was a big fail. So, this is the watercolor paper that I showed last week, that I did the bubble technique with, and you use, your bubbles from your Dawn dish detergent, and use Magicals or Brush-Os, and then this is the cool effect that I got on the paper. So you can do this, and this came, so this was the technique. So think about using this for my fishies. I showed you all this last week. And so then, since my fishies were a big disaster, we're doing a funky fish caboodle kit next month with Rosemary. And so I've been collecting some of the stuff, and this is the kit you get from Rosemary. And I've been collecting stuff to go with it. I don't know exactly what we're doing, but she gives you a whole bunch of stuff. And so I don't know. I may end up doing is using this background with some of this. Like I saw her gluing stuff down, and I think if we do, I might use this background to glue the stuff down on. So I took my watercolor paper that I had very unsuccessfully tried to do with Kathy Arbor. It was just more, I just couldn't do it. And so then I was like, well, I'm not going to just, give up, right? So then I just took some watercolor paper, threw some salt all over it, let it set, and got this, you know, funky papers. You can't see it very well. Okay, let me show you. I'll put me on solo. And so I took the watercolor paper and added salt to it, and I just started cutting out fish and shark shapes. And I did all that with all the paper I made because I figured, why not? See, like that. So I made like a big fish. So I thought this would be fun for the funky fish kit. So I took all my watercolor papers and salt. This was part of the technique. I didn't like the paper, but I took the parts of the paper I did like, and then I made some fish out of those. So I may make more bubble paper and for the fish because I really like how these look. And I literally did not add the eyes and the nose. Like that was just like how it ended up. So I may do more of those. I haven't decided. So that's what I did during the stream. I'll show you this, Fran. Boop. And I was just cutting out little bubbles. This technique is from the Art of Brush Show. Okay, page 90 in Art of Brush Show. And this is called Brush Show with Soap Bubbles. And right, googly eyes for my fish. I don't know if it's going to be funky fish. I mean, why not have googly eyes, right? Yeah, and so basically you take a piece of watercolor paper and get you some Dawn dish detergent or whatever you use. Swish it around in a bowl or sink or whatever. Scoop the bubbles, just the bubbles, off the top of your water. Lay it on top of your watercolor paper, okay? Then you take your pigments, like, get my brushes to show you what they look like. Then you take, you know, like your Brush-O, you know, like this is Brush-O's, and you sprinkle it over top of it. You can also use like your Lindy's. And also what I use is my favorite, infusions. Infusions are cool because they have a walnut. Infusions are not permanent, just so you know. But these are a color pigment mixed with walnut stain crystals, and they are not waterproof. This will re-wet. This is not waterproof. Magicals are permanent. So you have to keep that in mind. So if you use something like this and you're going to add more water on top, use like a spray or something to seal it in. It's fine, just seal it in. So then you leave this sit overnight. Yeah, isn't it cool? You leave it sit overnight. Yes, thanks, Helen. This book was found by Eileen. She told the whole group about it. She was definitely the first person to find the book and tell everybody about the book. And then we all bought the book. But then when you leave it sit overnight, depending on what colors you use and how many white areas, this is what's left. It's so cool. And so this is one of the papers that I made, and where you have less pigment, you'll have more white areas, but you want some white, right? Else it's not going to show up. And so this is one of the ones that I use, and this one I did with the Brush-Os. Hold on. There. And so what I did is that while I was in the process of making these, I took photographs of them. I took pictures. I should say, that sounds so fancy. I took pictures with my phone, and then I printed some of them. And you could still actually zoom in and print these. So
those are awesome, Kelly.
These were digi-prints to see the cool effect. And so in the book, the lady shows how she took it and she added little fishies to it. And she said she used a brush in a traditional way. She put seaweed, rocks, and fish and create her masterpiece. So then she painted an underwater scene underneath the bubbles. If I can get my camera to focus. Come on, camera. There we go. So then she painted these underwater scene with watercolors. You know, probably not watercolors, probably with brush shows. She's probably used brush shows in the liquid form. And then there's the bubbles from the paper and painted this on top. And then here's another version. So that's what she did. Isn't that cool? So you don't have to use this for this technique for fish. It just, that's what she used it for. And since I'm doing the funky fish kit, the funky fish thing with, if you can get seashells with it, I'm going to maybe use this. And
there you go, Dorinda. It's the Art of Brush Show. Can you show the book one more time, Colleen, just the cover? Thanks.
Yeah, you're late to the party, Dorinda. Her name is Carrie McKenzie. I got this on Amazon, and it's called The Art of Brush Show: A Guide to Beautiful Paintings.
Hey, Colleen, Cass said it was great how you found different ways to do the same painting.
Oh, thanks, Cass. Yeah, and then so I mean, you could just take the papers like I did, the parts of the other one that I liked and didn't like, and I cut out and made fish out of the paper. So yeah, so I just took, and then I took some of the watercolors. It's supposed to be, this is my version of angelfish, and look, I mean, seriously, there happened to be an eyeball there, just luck. And then I did this, and that mark was there. So yeah, so I'm gonna save all my little. If I don't use them, all of them for funky fish, I'll use them later. But it was fun. I got to play along. Oh, look, that was my version of a whale.
I love those. Those are great.
Oh, my gosh. Then I just took some of this, and I just cut up little circles I'm going to have for bubbles. That's going to be a big part of my funky fish stuff. It's all fun. Yeah, you know, you have successes and failures, just like everything else, right? You gotta go with flow. Try again or do whatever you want. This was the one I made with magicals. So if you use magicals, if you use the shimmery magicals, then you can have some shimmer. See, I used the magicals with shimmer. So if you want your ocean to be shiny, you can use the magicals and have it shiny. And you can see that if you put a lot of pigment down, like here, you get release with the magicals. I got this effect. And then I still got the bubbles mixed in. And the magicals I put down too much, and that's why I have a lot of this. But it does look really cool, though, because it lends itself to becoming something else. So that was my magical one. So this book has other techniques in it you'll like if you like doing any sort of lordy. Like she has some galleries in here. Sorry about the nudity. We don't need that. Here's the negative painting technique that Kathy was doing with some fish yesterday. I had a lot of trouble with it, but I might try it again. Also, Janet did this on her stream. I wouldn't say I won't try it again. I just was unsuccessful at it this time, but I will try again. Yeah, so it has all kinds of projects and step-by-steps and illustrations of how to draw, like so you can draw it. It also shows some of her work and dragonflies. There's a robin. So she used salt crystals on this one. So yeah, it's a really good book. Eileen and I are photoholics, but Eileen does fine. And honestly, like Eileen finds things. Kathy, I want to ask you. I was looking through my digi prints. Did you give me this one?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
That is a jelly print that I took a stamp and then colored it in with white ink.
That was really good. That was
Thank
one of
you.
her jelly prints. And this is one of Kathy's jelly prints. And then when I was
No,
looking,
that one,
right?
the other one, that's not a jelly print.
Okay.
That's watercolor. Just watercolor on the background. And then I stamped with an Art by Marlene stamp and then colored it in with white. So that's actually watercolor on the background.
Okay, watercolor, stamp, and paint markers.
Yes.
So I love these two. And I found this image. This is part of the free downloads from the stamping tin they had. And I was thinking how good these look with this. So I think I might do like a collage with your papers and this girl. I really like how all these look good together.
Oh, fun. Oh, those do look, I love that. I'm going to have to get that. I'm going to have to find that image.
Look how good those look. And then I think that'll look really nice together. So I think I'm going to use these in collage with your stuff.
Oh, cool.
I like that. I figured that was yours. Okay, the infusions have walnut crystals in them. And so this is by Imagine. This is on Amazon. Okay. This is what they look like. It looks like coffee. It's like coffee.
Yeah, those were copies count. Those were actually, I scanned those into my computer and printed them off.
Well, I'm glad you did. I really like them. I really appreciate them.
You're welcome.
So this has infusions have walnut crystals, and it has the colored pigments in it like Lindy's, but they're not shiny. They're not the shiny ones. Okay, and so infusions work a little differently because the color goes onto the paper, and then the walnut ink activates after that. They don't activate at the same time. The color pigment first, and then after that you get the walnut ink goes after that. And they actually made this product to work that way. So the walnut ink does something separate. Second. So walnut crystals, you can buy these, and you can do is they are not permanent, which yeah, I kind of made that mistake at one point. So these are not permanent. So you can make a spray with them. Okay, and be strong as ever you make it. Make a spray with it. Paint with it. Also, you can, what I've done is have a ceramic plate, and I have just used this just for the crystals. And then you use your watercolor pen. And so if you want something to look aged, and then you can, again, as soon as see how that you can say they're not permanent, like it's just like watercolor. They're not permanent unless you're gonna have to spray it or whatever. But then I can just pick it up. Now this is really crappy paper that's down, so this doesn't do it justice. This is just regular basic paper to pick up my mess from jelly plating. But I mean, you can watercolor with it. You can spray with it. You can also with signage. You can also do they're not permanent. So like if you use these, you're going to want to do is get a spray and seal it in. So you can also do is sprinkle them down. Do you see that, Fran? And then you can do that. You can just lay the crystals down and just wet them. Or you can do like put them in a palette. Like I just keep this one just for that. Then I just go back to reusing it, or use it in a spray, or sprinkle this down on your page and activate it. And you can make anything look aged or whatever you want to do with it. Cool, right? And so depending on how much pigment you use is how dark it's going to be or how light it's going to be. See how my spray was really light because I have it really diluted, but then when you put the crystals down, it's a lot darker. Again, the paper is soaking it up. This is not like watercolor paper, McSpeedy. This is like what you sit on at the doctor's. This is not good paper.
Medical paper.
Yeah, this is like butt paper. Yeah. I bought the big roll. It's just basic sheet paper, so it's not doing it justice. But I wanted you to see, since you're asking about it. It's really neat if you do any sort of mixed media. You can take, you do like coffee stain your papers. That's what this is. I mean, you can put this down on your book paper or whatever and make coffee stain your computer paper, your book paper, whatever you have around. So if I want to take, just take like a piece of this, there's a whole bunch of these in the kit, and then, and spray that, you know what I mean? Boom. Now it looks like, it's all coffee stained. You see how that looks on there?
Oh yeah, easy way to coffee stain.
Yeah, so now it looks like it's coffee stained, right? So then let's do this. Where's my, so you can go on here like this, right? I'm going to lay my paper down on that. And then just do this. Look. Now I can make it look like coffee cup rings. You get I have stencils like that too with the coffee cup rings. Then you can just spray this down and put this down your paper and make coffee cup rings. So yeah, it's a pretty neat product. So, but then you've seen how now it looks even more aged. So you can use this spray on anything. It's really neat spray. The walnuts crystal is really neat. I hope that answers your question, Fran. Did you like my description? This is also on Amazon. It's Spectre Fix. It said it's for pastel, pencil, charcoal, watercolor, and pencil crayon. And I think, okay. And you can spray this inside the house if you choose to. It's all natural, it's odor-free. It's not like the aerosols that you got to take outside. And so you would want to do is when this dries, if you think you're going to come on top of this with other stuff, spray it with this, and then it'll seal it in. And then after that, then you can put, then you could go on top of it with matte medium. You could go on top of, stamp on top of it or whatever. Like, I mean, I might be able to stamp on it now, but it may, let's see if that smears. Let's try.
Okay, Fran said, what are crystal color brushos?
Brushos are not crystal. Brushos are not, have the only thing that has the walnut crystals in it is infusions. These have that. The brushos is just watercolor in a dry form. So that's all it is watercolor in a dry form. So you just sprinkle them wet. It's just watercolor in a dry form.
So brushos is just color pigment basically?
Yeah, it's just like watercolor, and it's not permanent. Just like the brushos, except it's not, it don't have the brushos in it.
Right.
Yeah, so our brushos in it, walnut crystals. There. See, so I was able to stamp on top of it, and it's fine right now because it's, it's pigment ink.
Cool. Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
like
it was cool. Yes. What is this? Let's grab this out. Quantum background.
Oh, cool. I love that stamp.
Yes, it's
where'd you get that? Do you remember? Is it old?
I've had it probably 3 or 4 years. This is Deep Red. Let's see, who makes this? Is that a brand?
Deep Red? I think that's the brand.
That's probably the brand. Yeah, it's just I thought it was a neat stencil.
It is cool.
Stamp with all the little math equations. But yeah, I mean the brushos just color. It's just literally watercolor.
Okay, so Fran says Amazon has brushos and crystal colored brushos. Huh.
Okay, there's crystal colored brushes. That's why she's asking.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know anything about crystal colored brushes. Wow, now I know why you're asking. I don't have those. I might have to get those.
Colleen will have to get those and try them out.
Just to try them
Oh, that's
out.
funny.
Eileen, she knows something you don't know.
Colleen does not have everything yet.
I don't. Apparently, I don't have crystal brushos. Wow, shoot. Okay, everybody needs to do the homework and tell me what crystal brushes are. I don't have those.
Who's the guy that uses the brush? Isn't there a guy who uses the brushos all the time?
I'll put that underneath just for fun. I can't think of his name. I can't think of anything today. My brain's mush. Of course, going to bed 2 in the morning never helps. Never, ever, ever helps. I want to put down some gold paint, I think. That'll be next week. So I'll be doing brush show crystals.
I hope so.
Think they're the same color. Same color, spelled European way, just different branding. Okay.
Possibly. We don't know for sure.
Someone says it might be. Okay, yeah. That's why you were confused, Fran. That totally makes sense why you're confused. And I was confused. Misunderstanding. Okay, so it might be just branded differently or they're different. Ken Oliver does. I don't like his. I have one set of his. Or maybe two. I can't remember. I bought it originally. I don't like Ken Oliver Color Burst.
Okay, he does. That's who I was thinking of, the Color Burst guy.
I don't like his. I like brushos, but I don't like the Ken Oliver's. What I don't like is the design of his bottle.
Those are the ones that kind of poof out, right?
Yeah, I don't like that design because you have so little control over them. And that's what I hate about these. The color burst, it's not necessarily the color. What I don't like about color burst is that it's like, watch this.
It's like a little poof.
Poof. Like you have no, like that. I feel like I don't have control over it. And that's what I don't like. You can see where I sprayed it. But you see when I sprayed it, it all went, it's all over here. It's all over here. My stuff on the back and not here. But, I had it kind of aimed here, but it went over here.
Yeah.
But I don't like the design of his bottle. I don't like that you squeeze it and puff it out. I don't like this bottle design. I feel like you have way less control than you do with any of the others. I mean, you can see like I sprayed it, like this is like use them. Like I sprayed my stuff that's sitting on my desk behind my desk.
Ooh.
It goes everywhere. You see what I mean? You have no control over it. I think it's a poorly designed bottle. I mean, you see, it went all over. It's just super poorly designed. Like who wants like pigment that's going to spray all over like that and you ain't know what the crap it's going to get on. If I had something over here that I cared about, like was, I would be upset. Like if I had something over here that was like, look, it's still going. See, it's all over the bottle. I hate his design. I mean, mixed media is messy enough already to not, and then to have bottles that are designed like to just spray like that is nuts. I mean, you can see, of course, now I'm staining fingers, but yeah, everything over here is covered with it. So I don't recommend those because of the poor design. I mean, the color's pretty, but as long as you're fine with it getting everywhere and you don't know where the crap it's going to go. Look, I was aiming this way, went over there, and even shot over here onto the brushes. It shot this way too.
Yeah, it definitely, you'd want to have like it's your own, like just a big huge surface to work on.
Yeah, I mean, it went back here, it went this direction. Like I don't like, yeah, and see, like it's on the bag, but luckily that's covered up. It's on the side. It's terrible. I don't know what he was thinking. So I'm like, what person decides to make this pigment that just sprays right, left, front, back, everywhere? Like, that's ridiculous. Yep, that's why I hate them. Never use them. I did try them. I did try them with the bubble technique. I did use it for that, and truthfully, that was the worst one I did. The brush,
really?
Yeah, the brushes were better. So were the magicals. They were better. The Ken Olivers was not really that good. It came down to pigmented. Like, again, it was like, and you really want to kind of sprinkle it out evenly on the foam. And
yeah, be careful, Janet. Eileen will make you buy those.
Don't buy those. It's a big damn mess. It is just a big damn mess. I mean, you look at my fingers already. So yeah, don't buy these. And Oliver wants to make this. He needs to come out with a better way, a bottle or a different way to do it. Well, yeah, I mean, use a spray box, but what I'm saying is, you still have no control over it. I feel like I have more control over the other one, and I really like this one, to where I really like these the best. Oh, good. Fran ordered the brush show book and some brush shows so she could play along with this. Cool. I thought about them for a while, and ever since I found out they are pure colors and not brown based like the infusion. Yeah, they are pure. Yeah, they do not have the brown like the infusions, but they are not permanent. Just keep that in mind. They're not permanent. The Lindy's are permanent. I'm going to try some Arteza Gold. Let me put Kathy on here.
Oh, I'm just playing.
Oh, you had the infusions and you were disappointed? You're kidding me.
Who?
Fran was disappointed with the infusions. I love the infusions. So does Eileen.
See, that just shows you. I mean, everything is subjective, you know.
That does show everything is subjective. Maybe you're fine with the color burst spraying all over everything. Or in my case, I love infusions and Fran does not like them. Lindy's are permanent, and that's a huge advantage that Lindy's has over everybody else, is that they're permanent. I definitely like that too, Anna. That's a huge advantage that they are permanent. Definitely. All right, so over on my side, I have my chipboard. So what I'm going to do, start taking all my extra paint. I'm going to hold them on my chipboard. I'm going to have some gold flamingos. Why not? And then we're going to put some embossing stuff on these babies on top of the paint. Okay. So I'm going to take I'm going to try my Asian girl here and put her down. Oop, that one scooted too much. The UPS guy's outside, so that's why they're barking.
Got anything coming today?
I might have something coming. Some more rice paper. Shocking. All right, so there you go. So I pulled, you can see it pulls up the paint. Now, where's my book? Look, I made it aged and inadvertently. Trying to brush it. Let's see if we can stamp with it. Now let's flip it and use it. We should be able to use this for a stamp. Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was able to flip it over,
love it.
paint for my jelly plate, and stamp with it. More uses for your molds. Awesome. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is add some black, I think.
So you can do that too, Colleen, with your embossing folders.
Oh, that's true. I don't have any Asian embossing folders, but yeah, but that's true. I could do it with that. Yeah, I'm going to do some jelly plating. And I'm going to do some work on two things at once. I'm going to jelly plate in my book, and I'm also going to work on some chipboard with some paint, and then do some embossing on with Tim's new embossing dies. I should make sure this is dry before putting more on real quick. Dry, 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 dry.
And I'm just playing with my new sprays.
And markers.
And
That's it. Her name is Miss Posca. She has a thing for pastas. And she has about 300 pastas.
I'm testing them for everybody.
That's a good question. Does it or self? It should. It's plastic. I would think so. Doesn't really matter to me too much. If it's on there, scoot this aside, let that dry.
I like the gray with the gold. I have a couple, Eileen. You like? I love my Poscas, Fran. I've been trying to get all the different sizes.
Yep, it comes right off. Look at that. I used to use a baby wipe.
Yeah.
And it's got a smidge, but it's mostly off. It's good. Yeah, it's mostly washes. If I put this under the sink, it'll come off the rest of the way. If I put this under the sink. So I'll put this in some water. But I'm not done with it yet. But yeah, I mean, it pretty much most of it comes right off with the baby wipe. You could put this, rinse it immediately, put a tub of water, it would. So yeah, it's all good. Cool, huh?
Hey, Colleen.
Yes.
Are these, are the cess sprays, are they permanent once they're dry?
Yes.
Okay.
They're dye-based and permanent, and you can use them on fabric because they're dye-based. They work really nice on fabric.
Oh, cool.
Zoom in a little bit, Kathy.
Oh, sure. Just a sec.
You have a small box of them? I mean, they're great for, just because they are acrylic paint, permanent. Thanks, Anna. Yeah, so, yeah, we're going to get your chipboard out and put some glazing, your Tim glazing on your chipboard. So we want you to try your glazes out with your chipboard that you sprayed.
Yeah, I will. I'll do that next. I just wanted to finish this one.
Okay, just so you don't forget. Okay.
Thank you. That's a good idea.
Yeah, because that's what I'm just taking my extra paint from my brayer, and I'm going to be doing it that way. Hope this is dry enough. Quite enough paint. For once, I didn't use too much product. What the crap? What's wrong with me? Not using enough product. Something's wrong.
Oh my God. Are you okay, Colleen?
Not enough product? Who am I?
I know.
Who am I? Seriously. I don't even know who I am right now. I'm always using too much product.
All right, when you're doing your pastas and the first layer tends to soak in, just go over with another layer and it'll brighten up.
Yeah, never enough product, Sharon. That's my normal.
Yeah, you need a shirt that says that, Colleen.
Never enough product. Okay, ready? Oh, yeah, look at that.
Oh, that's beautiful. Love
That
it.
turned out really nice. Oh, I love it with the gold and the black.
Yeah.
Oh, that turned out. That's with the mold. Oh, I love it. Does that look good? My Asian book. Okay, I need to put that on the cover. I need to put something on the cover now. Okay, let me see. I'm going to lay my crusty bits down. And let me think. Where's my other one? Let's see. Where's my other one? Hold on.
That red again.
I have two of these. Where is it? Do I only have one? Am I crazy? No, I have two. I have two. I know I have two. Okay, I just did her. Where's my other one? Hold on. They're different. It's that, well, they're clear. So it is hard to identify these, I will say. Okay, now I'm losing my mind because I can't find my other Asian one. So this is the roses. This is the one I just did. Hold on. Now this is my normal. Losing my crap is my normal. I swear to God, this is like, besides using too much product, my other normal is losing everything that's in front of my face. Yep, that's my normal.
Well, I would lose stuff if I had a whole floor worth of stuff.
That's my normal. All right, it'll turn up. I can't find my other mold. And I know it's here on my desk somewhere. I'm just ready to scream right now when I can't find my stuff. Okay. So next thing I want to do is I'm going to work on my cover. So I think I'm going to do a stencil this time. I have them, this Making Out couple. I'll put them on the cover.
Okay, that's not too bad. I think I'm going to use this for like art cards or something.
Let's see.
Your laboratory, right? Hey, Kathy, have fun gardening.
Get some fresh air. Have fun. Thanks for coming.
Okay, so.
Okay, looking for my Asian stamps real quick. I think I'm going to stamp the background real quick, and then this is the one I want. Okay, I want this one. This one has some Asian symbols, words, whatever. Let's try this. Now, I think I use archival. If it stays on, might stain my plate.
Huh, no purple. I want it like a purple to put on here.
Ooh.
All right, so this I'm going to do blue and green and
Bicolor. Oh, Kathy. Oh, Carla's saying body kit. Got it.
Oh, thanks, Brooke.
I'm trying to message you.
Let's
Hi,
see.
Brooke.
And peachy. There's no pink. You know, I wish Tim Holtz would put a little more thought into what he picks instead. Since he just grabs them.
How do we find out how to stream? What do you mean? Like, basically, we just say you have a YouTube channel, right? Right now, and so you have a YouTube channel, and then you just go there and you go on there and you get a webcam, hook it up to your computer, and then you hit live, and then you can go on YouTube. We use StreamYard because we like to stream together, and we have less issues with StreamYard. You don't have to use StreamYard, and we decided to stream because we just like to share ideas with our friends, and so we decided to stream. We found each other to stream with and became friends. She streamed, and then I streamed separately, and then we just decided to stream. We decided to stream together. That's how that kind of came about.
Yeah. I don't know if we've really figured it out yet. We just kind of do it. That's it. Do it. It's no big plan.
We've made friends with each other over the years. I was streaming on Ustream as well.
Yeah,
I've been streaming off and on for close to 10 years or something like that, 8 to 10 years. But I was doing it on Ustream, and Ustream is no longer there, so all my videos are lost. And I started streaming on YouTube regularly last year, but before that was very sporadic, and I streamed on Ustream, and so did Kathy.
Yeah, I had just started to go on Ustream right before they closed down, so I didn't really have that many. And then I started streaming regularly just over a year ago. And then just over the past year, because we both stream, Colleen and I just kind of started when StreamYard came around. We had each other on shows, and
oh, thanks, bro.
Just kind of took it from there. So it's been fun, but it's yes, Colleen is known for her epic 9-hour streams and bring your Depends.
If I'm going to make a card and envelope, it's going to be 9 hours.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm not good at those.
Colleen would start, what time? You'd start at like 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock on a Friday night. She'd still be on at midnight. Those were fun streams.
Teresa, who is excellent at making cards, and she is here in chat. She is excellent. Oh, wait, I don't do black because then the black print won't work. Hold on. I'm going to put on something shiny.
So probably wipe off your sprays with a baby wipe too before you put them away, just so they don't get clogged.
Thank you. If Teresa's still here, hopefully, I don't know if she left yet for a nap. Thank you for my card, Teresa. Teresa sent us the cards and letters, the streamers. And this is her beautiful card that she sent me.
Oh, nice.
This is a beautiful Teresa Peterman makes beautiful cards, and she makes it to where you can send them out to others if you want to. She makes beautiful cards. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Card making is another skill that I don't have. I'm not good at card making. You would think, mixed media, and it would go over to card making, and it just doesn't, not that well. Maybe some can pull it off, but I should say I'm unable to pull that off.
All right. Here we go.
All right. Put this on the cover. Oops. We got the edge. All right. Still lathering up my chipboard over here with colors off my brayer. It's going to be cool when I put some Tim Holtz Stress sprays on these. They're gonna look cool. Hi, Joan. Kid Kathy larger so you can see the embossing. Yeah, I sure can. Hold on, let me do my pool real quick. Are you ready? Okay, they didn't show up as good. I'll have to try it again. But my cover does look cool though.
It looks really cool with that gold underneath, with the gold. What did you
So
use?
instead of this, it's gonna be this. It's gonna be, I'm gonna put this in my folder. I did some stamping with the Asian stamp, and then I did the stencil, and then I did on top of that the paint, high velocity paint.
Cool,
I
'cause
bought
you can
these
see the
because
gold.
of Patty when she started first doing jelly plating years ago. So I'm gonna do it reverse this time. I'm gonna put them on top. I think I'm gonna try it reversed. Okay, so I'm gonna make Kathy larger so you can see what she's doing. All right.
Okay, I haven't embossed in a while. I have to remember how. I haven't done a whole lot of embossing. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll blot my, all right, I'm going to blot the embossing fluid, the embossing ink on here.
Thank you, Brooke.
Okay, so this one's just kind of a dull purpley, and I don't have a purple embossing glaze, so I'm just going to use this weathered wood.
Ooh,
We'll see how that turns out. Do that.
It's the first time I've used this. It's very thin and slimy. I can say the paint's definitely going bad.
What kind of paint?
I'm going to try to use a lot of this up. I got it. It's Dalarani metallic blue, and I picked this up at Tuesday morning. It's definitely starting to get like thin and separated, so I'm going to use a ton of this today. A jelly plate would be a good way to use it.
Yeah, that's a good way to use that.
Put down a ton. Hey, Smokey, chill out. Go get whoever outside.
All right, I am going to mute so you don't have to listen to my heat gun because I'll use the
What color did you put on top of the chipboard?
I use the embossing fluid to blot on, and then I use the weathered wood.
And what's underneath?
Underneath is the Seth sprays, mostly the purple.
Okay, Seth sprays purple, and then the weathered wood on top of that. Gotcha.
Yeah. So we'll see how that turns out. And I'm gonna mute so I can use my.
Okay. Can you use one of the chip pieces as a stamp with the embossing fluid? Does anyone I don't know if I'm following that. Maybe Kathy will understand. Can you use one of the chip pieces as a stamp? Understand that with the embossing fluid. Oh, got it. Put the embossing fluid on the chipboard, flip it over, and then put the stuff on top and spray it. Got it. Okay. Now I'm getting to CB. Sorry, like 5 hours sleep last night. That's a neat idea. I'll have her try that when she's done. So now I'm gonna put my stencil down, but I'm gonna do is remove the paint from the stencil. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, so
Did you hear everything?
there we go.
Did you hear me or see CB's comment?
No. Please show the embossing fluid. It's the Stampendous Clear Embossing ink. What did CB say?
I want you to put the embossing fluid on the wood thing, flip it over, stamp it on a piece of paper, and then put the embossing powder on it. Use it like a stamp.
That sounds good. Hold on. Hold on. All right, so we do this. Let's do this. Make sure I get a bunch on, make sure it's even. I wish I had some Asian chipboard pieces.
Yeah, I was thinking that. That would be neat to get.
Would that be cool?
Hey, that'd be on our Etsy list to look for. I'll have to go on Etsy and look for some Asian chipboard pieces.
You know what I could do, though? I could probably make some masks out of thick cardstock on my Pazzles machine.
Oh.
I'll lift this up without...
That would be cool. Bye, Brooke. See you later.
Here, I want to make sure I have enough. The embossing ink seems to be soaking into the chipboard a little bit.
Oh, okay. Even so I wonder if you need to emboss. Can you emboss it, then redo the embossing ink, stamp it.
Hold on, I'll do it. I can do it with the one I already embossed.
Like it's sealed in already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hold on.
This is a suggestion.
There's that. All right, and then I'll do that with the other one. I just want to get the powder on here quickly.
Okay.
All right, let me do something
if that
right.
doesn't work, I'm just trying to come up with.
No, because I thought it was. That's funny because I was thinking of that too, Colleen. Right when you said that.
Yeah, so it's not so absorbent and
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what we get here.
Hi, baby. Having fun? Having fun, Smokey? You bandit? Oh, they're having some
it's working.
Warm weather, people to bark at. Life is good. You love it with the pets. They, so little like kids, little simple things like make them so happy.
I know. Okay, so this will be cool because it gives it a distress look when it doesn't all.
Okay, now I'm gonna do. What color am I gonna put down? Now I'm gonna put the gold again. I'm loving the gold with the Asians. I'm gonna put the gold down. Oh, she put an Etsy shop up and link for Asian chipboard. Let me go. I got my YouTube channel. I think I had it open. Let me grab that. I can't grab the link here. I'm gonna grab that.
Sorry about the noise. I forgot to mute.
No, it's not loud now.
Actually, I kind of like how it works because it's a more distressed.
Yeah, it is more distressed. It does look really cool.
So yeah, but I think to get the effect of the glazes, you really want to have something under it that you can see through. I'm gonna get one of my chickens and do that, I think. Let's see. What do I have? Right here. And okay, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, cute.
I'll do one of these.
Okay.
Let's see, what else do I have here?
This one turned out pretty good. This one I did better. And you can still see some, and it didn't, because of like digging the paint out of the stencil, which I kind of forgot because I kind of got rusty in my jelly plating. You can still see the Asian print through there. Like that. Okay. Now,
Oh, Jack. Jack. Jack.
my dog's like, what? What?
All right, so got
Ooh,
this
there you go.
in.
I'm liking the chicken.
And let's see, tattered rose. Let's see how that comes in. Ooh, well, that should do it. I need tweezers.
Maya wants to play with Jack too, Nana.
He would love it.
Too.
He would love it.
Okay, she says, don't keep rolling back and forth. You'll start removing the pigment. Roll over one place and move. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go mute.
Okay. So I just put this stencil down over the paint, and then I just did a pull, and then I pulled it on the Oriental book. How cool is that? All right. Let's see. What I might do is put this on the back cover. So next thing I'm going to do, make sure this is dry. I like this copper paint. This one is Iridescent Copper by PBO. And I'm going to try this. Let's put down, ooh, that's going to look, I'm going to try it. I'm going to put that with copper and purple. That might look really weird. Hold on. Let me try this one. Metallic. Let's try this paint.
Okay, see how he got a little pinkish
Yes, he is.
color, and then there's parts where it didn't get the embossing, where it's still white.
Oh, that was for Fran? Oh, sorry. Okay, Tori. That's okay.
So, yeah, so you're getting the color, but it's not covering up anything that's underneath it. Oh, I'm going to have to do a bunch of die cuts and stuff with like patterned paper underneath it.
Yeah, and then I love that. I love his glazes. The fact that they stay sheer like that. It just makes it so cool.
Right, you can see whatever's underneath. I know. I love how this glaze works. Ooh, what do I have? What else can I use?
I think I'm about ready to do some embossing on mine, Eileen. After this, I think I've got enough paint on my chipboard for my jelly rolls. I can do that now.
Cool. Let's see, what have I got?
Whoops, I keep missing that. Ooh, how hard is this? They're like the same exact size.
Oh, you know what I'm going to do with this one? I'm going to take some of the Seth Apter Beeswax.
Oh, yeah, throw some beeswax on that.
And put it on this one.
Good idea. Ooh, that did not turn out good. Well, at least there's some color. I don't like it. I'll have to, and that's an ant. I would say that's kind of not good. But it has color, but it's about all I can say about it. It has color. It ain't pretty. All right, so I can now start doing that. So I'm going to just take my index card down and pull some of the junk on my plate up. I've gotten behind on Robin McClendon's videos. I don't know. I have got to get caught up on that.
Oh my gosh, I have to get caught up on
everything.
Wanderlust and Lifebook. There's so many fun projects to do.
Like online, offline, plus my own stuff. Like I got a few more things to do in my Timmy folder. Farm one, and so a few more to do that. I want to work on my small ones too. I got okay.
Yeah.
So index cards are kind of fun if you haven't seen me do those, and it was Robin McClendon's idea. And to pick up to use these for all your little stickers, pick up stuff off your jelly plate, or take your leftover paintings and just put them on your cards, and then go back in later and add stuff to them, and you got little mini art things. So, and
hey Joycey, what class are you taking at 1?
Then you use these to pull off your crusty bits. You pull off the crusty bits off your
cool
plate. See all the crusty bits? Yeah, so pull them off, put them in your index cards, and then go back in later and add some stuff onto it. And then just keep adding layers and layers and make and of paint, and just add that, and then go back in later and add some stickers and embellishments, or draw on it, or whatever you want to do. So it's just really fun. This is like from the 70s, I think. It's kind of got that wood veneer look. You remember that? It's like, and they make cars that way too, with the wood veneer. And then I just took some Heidi's, I think it was Heidi Swap, or it was some, I don't remember. It was, I think it was. I'm not 100% sure, but I found these over at Tuesday Mornings, and I added those in with these. And I bought this on Etsy. And then you can just have some little mini art cards, and you could do it like a technique cards or something. I mean, you could also do is like make them technique cards, whatever you want to do. But go on there, like there, just doodle some little hearts and a gold pin. Just have some fun. Just something fun to do, along with everything else you like to do. Have fun. Go get them, Toki. Whatever it is, go get them. So you got this. And see, there's a whole bunch of pages left. did that page. I did that page. Yeah. And I did stamping with that. That turned out good. So yeah, so I think I'm just going to use this to get some jelly plate pulls. Oh, I want to try that tissue paper too. I'll go back to that. So many things. I'll add, maybe I'll cut part of this off. I'll add this to my book. I add that to my book. Okay. Let me get, here's my chipboard. This is what Eileen was wanting me to work on. All right, so I rolled all the paints over top from my brayer. Let me put the lid on my paint. Oh, bye, Joycey.
Yeah, she's taking a class at 1. You're welcome, Joycey.
What class is she doing?
I don't know. I asked, she didn't say. Let's see. Okay, so see how this just gives it makes the card a little thicker. It gives it a little shiny coating. You can go in and do another one if you want it more smooth. I kind of like that it's not filled in all the way.
Neat.
Yeah, it just gives it,
that looks
gives it a little more shine.
I like it.
So I'll add that in my book somewhere. Let's see. Okay, here, let me show you what I do with these in the beeswax. I love the beeswax. In the Tim Holtz ones are similar to this one, but they're all different colors. This is just like a clear, you put it on and it gives whatever's underneath just a clear, waxy look.
And it's thick. It's a thick. I mean, it's
yeah,
thick wax, and it's kind of thick.
I know, Janet. I thought you'd like these.
It might give something flimsy, more
sturdy.
Just make it more sturdy and thick, and
Yeah, because I started doing that on cards, and I'll show you with these.
Which is a good idea.
Yeah. Let me pull out some of those. Where's my art? Where are my art cards?
Hi, baby. I see. I can't play right now. I'm streaming. That make you feel guilty.
Here's some of the.
Yeah, they're so good at making you feel guilty. Okay.
Oh, I think I used them all.
All right. So
Never mind.
Hear me talking baby talk. I'm talking to my doggies and my fur babies.
Okay, never mind. I used them all.
All right, I'm going to go with my favorite on this one, the blue.
Huh. I need to make one of those. All right, so what I do is I'll take old scraps of paper, leftover sprays and stuff.
You judge a good boy. I'll play ball with you. It's nice out. It's really wet though. So I'll probably have to play in the basement. It's just so wet out. We've had so much rain. He'll just be full of mud if he goes running after a ball out in the yard. He'll just be full of mud.
Really?
Yeah, well, he wants to play because it's nice. And he goes, it's been raining. And it's going to be muddy. We had it. Like I said, I wish Australia would have had all of our rain.
Oh, I know.
I really do. I wish they would have had all the rain we've had.
So I just take these, cut them all into different sizes. So once you cut them up, they just really get interesting.
Yeah, and then it makes a nice ATC, doesn't it?
Well, they're not. I think they're not really ATC size. I just do all different sizes. I round the corners, and then I use them in journal pages, stick them in Happy Mail, all that kind of stuff. Maybe put some sayings on them. What I'm thinking, I'll have to go through and these will be good to stick in the monthly folders. make little pockets and stick them in, put some sayings on them. But I just like rounding the corners. I think it just finishes it off really nice. Oh, now what'd you use on that one, Colleen? Is that a stent? Oh, she's muted. Colleen, you're muted. Okay, she's going to dry with that. Okay.
Sorry. I used the broken china embossing glaze.
Okay.
In my camera.
And then is that a piece of chipboard or a stamp?
Chipboard.
Cool.
And this is all the extra paint I used on my jelly plate. And I took my roller and just whatever color I used, just rolled it on there and didn't worry about whether it was per se, a certain color.
Cool.
And so it should, hopefully, we'll see if any other colors show up underneath the broken china. Oopsie, they'll see where I missed it. Okay. So that's really cool. They put on the chipboard. It makes the chipboard more fancy. Right?
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, it makes it look a little less. Well, if you want it to be plain or brown or whatever, I mean that's fine too, or plain. But I think it's neat because it gives it more substance. Just makes it look cooler. That's neat. They add a little where I missed it. So if you missed it, like I just did, just go back in. Miss this foot. And I think I just missed here. And let me throw on another color for fun.
Yeah, I think I might. I think I might try the Tim Holtz ones on here and do some different colors because this one isn't. There's still some white space on the back. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Okay.
It's fun
to just play.
Just figure out what you like, what you don't like, what works, what don't. Sometimes it's,
All right. So
you winners and losers. It's part of
it. So what I'll do, I'm going to put some fossilized amber just on the corner. Oh, man.
So now I threw that yellow on the spots I missed, which I like that because now I have. I'm going to try to get up close if I can. Wait, give it 2 seconds here to focus. Let me get my hand underneath. The white's probably not going to work. Let me get my hand behind it. My painty hands. Okay, ready? Focus, focus, focus. There. But yeah, so you can see I put the yellow on his foot and on his back where I missed it. And then you can still see the paint underneath too. Like you can still see you can see where there's some copper, some green, and some of the other paints underneath. I think I love the glaze because you can still see the paints showing underneath.
I was just going to say that. I think that's the best part of the.
Yeah, because you can see here I have some gold, I have some copper, some turquoise, all these different colors on the bird. So let me try the let's see. Use the gray. It really muted it, didn't it? I wish he had a clear. I wish he'd come out with a hopefully he'll come out with a clear embossing glaze. I'm going to try a couple colors on this one. So let's see. I'll do his wing. It'll take longer. It'll take longer doing it this way, but let's just see what happens. I'm going to do his wing in this color. You can do it this way. It's just going to take longer. But if you want to do multiple colors, you got to have to. All right, let's do that. And then use some orange. Isn't that cool? Can't wait to get my stencils, Joan. For my stencils.
Oh, I think it'd be fun with the stencils to put the embossing glaze through the stencils and then put the powder on. That would be fun.
The glaze through the stencils. I'll use the embossing stuff through the stencil and then put the glaze like a.
And then put the glaze on, yeah.
I'll try that. I'll try that. That sounds like fun. I'm game. I don't care.
All right, so now this has the blue.
I think embossing to add different glazes all at once. Oh, that would be faster. Well, wouldn't it still get mixed up? I'm trying not to mix. I mean,
yeah, that's what I was trying to do, not to get all the colors mixed up.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to mix all my colors up because some colors may play well together and some not. I could have muddy embossing powders. I don't know. I don't want to find out. Yes, this is slower, but if you're going to do this at home and you want to try what we're doing, it's going to take you just as long as what it took me. So fast forwarding videos don't disadvantages. It doesn't show you in real time what it takes. I know I did up there. I wanted you to see the magic happening. Okay, I got to touch up the tip. There, I use the blue here. I use the yellow, a yellow in here. I use the red here.
Okay, something to keep in mind too, it will change the color of what's underneath.
That's true, and it did. That's why I was saying, like, I mean, it'd be nice if there was like a clear, which is.
I'm gonna do the beeswax up here and see how much it changes the color. I think it just kind of yellows it a little bit. Let's see. So I'll do the rest in the beeswax.
Not too much, just a little.
Just a little.
I don't even know what that word. I don't even know what that word is.
Now, pinch isn't like in Colleen's vocabulary. All right. So
who does she think she's talking to? I really like the fire. I do like the fire brick on that bird. Yes, you'll find out what, like, I like how that looks. The fire brick. Now the advantage of using the yellow color I used here on this area, it didn't cover up the gold.
No, and it kind of intensified the gold a little bit too. I think that looks really cool.
Yeah, so that's I used his yellow Foster, what's it called? Fossilized amber there, and that way it wouldn't cover it up. But that's really neat. Okay, let's try it through. Let's try it through stencil. Just for Eileen, let's do a flamingo.
Lucky for Eileen, there's no really pinky pink.
Oh, let me do a stamp.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah, I'll stamp on the bird here. She's a nice Colleen, and then she's like, eek. We'll see if that works. I can't, obviously I can't see it. We'll just put some stuff on it, see if it works. Let's see. Let's see, I have the copper and stuff again. Let me go with the yellow again. Ooh, it did work. Haha. Who's sticking my finger? Because I had the embossing stuff from the patio on my finger. Okay.
Oh, did you see what Fran said? She remembers doing layer after layer of copper embossing, then pressing the stamp into it, probably while it was warm. So that would be cool. And then Eileen said Timmy used his fingers in each glaze to pick some up and sprinkle it onto the substrate.
Oh, yeah, he did do that. I forgot about that. She's right. Oh, this is cool. Oh, that turned out really neat. Okay, so this is the plain chipboard. I rolled it, used the leftover paint from the jelly plate, my brayer, stamped it with this and then embossing fluid, and then put the glaze. Look at this. You can do it, camera. There. Look at that. Oh my gosh. If I get my camera, my ring's turned it off. Hold on. Let me get my ring out of the picture. There. Look at that. Cool, right? So doing that.
That's really cool.
You can see all the colors that I rolled on top of him from my jelly plate. And then you can see stamped. And so then you get the embossing effect without covering up your background. Oh, I like this one. I like it. I like it a lot. Eileen says, I'm going to say it's nice. It is nice, Eileen. You can't deny how cute this little flamingo looks. You just can't. Okay, I'm going to do this. I got to do some. There's some stamping version. There's coloring it in different colors. This I colored it one color except for the spots I missed, but some of it still did show because I must. But the interesting thing about painting it and putting that on top, it is kind of it gives it that bumpy texture. But it also, you can see the paint underneath. I think that adds to that texture effect by having the paint layers underneath. You know,
I know. I like when it's not completely covered.
Yeah, it adds to it adds that texture to it, which is neat. Okay, so I have that. So what am I going to try next?
Okay, real quick. These two are the distress glazes. So they'll change the color a little bit. And then this is the Seth Apter Beeswax. And it just kind of intensified the color. It didn't really, you can see more of what's underneath. So.
That's pretty cool. Hold on one second.
Oh my God, that said yuck. I thought it said something else. I was like, boy, she really does not like flamingos.
Oh gosh. Okay, what am I trying next?
Okay.
I did the stamping. What did you mention earlier that Fran was saying?
She said that she did embossing, like with the copper color.
Okay.
And it must have been while it was warm, pressed her stamp into it. It made an impression.
Okay, so if I used a clear wax and then you stamp into the clear wax,
yeah,
that would work.
Or instead of using your stamp, Colleen, it might be easier to clean off one of the embossing plates.
I don't know about that. I tried that. That was a nightmare. Those are a nightmare to clean.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
From my experience with trying to do the paste and stuff, it was terrible. Terrible.
Oh, really? Okay.
I threw a couple out. I literally couldn't stand it no more.
Yeah, Eileen said yes. While the embossing stuff is warm, use the glaze or use the stamp.
Okay, let me do that. Let me put on, which one do I want to do? A clear, and then stamp into it while it's hot. I'll use that one's got a little more color. Okay.
These are so fun. I can't.
Chipboard.
I'll be embossing everything. I should emboss Jack.
Chipboard on steroids. What happens if we mix this with Timmy's stuff? What's going to happen?
Oh, nothing. I mean, nothing. It would be fine.
Okay, I'm
They're
going to
both
try
embossing things.
I'm going to do this scary thing here. So I'm going to do this.
Okay.
I'm going to try it. We're going to try some Timmy wax, or I'm sorry, Seth wax and Tim embossing powders on here, and then we're going to on top while it's hot. Okay, so let's see. I will go with antique linen. That's pretty light. Let me find a lid for this so I don't have any spills. Hold on. Because y'all know I'm messy.
Oh my God, I love these glazes.
Okay, let me put the lid on this one. Or maybe I want to do yellow. It's got the gold. I might stick with yellow. I'll stick with yellow. I like the flamingo icon. So, okay, it might take several layers of embossing to wax to work. Okay, all right. So we'll do this. A pinch. Pinch of this. We'll do the, oops, you know what I need before I do the pinch? Embossing fluid. Wrong order. Okay. I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited. Turn my brain off because I'm just like, I want to, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. My hand's working faster than my mind.
Oh, Jersey's supposed to look up enable alert. Yeah, let me get Jack. We'll emboss Jack. He'll be all. Okay.
All right. There's some yellow. All right. We'll try to match up. We'll try to match the bird up a little bit, since I always use the same, a lot of the same colors. Some blue, some blue, some blue, some blue. Okay. And I have a funky color left laying here. Okay. Sticking my fingers from the embossing fluid. Okay, let's just try just a smidge of this. This is antique linen. The red's pretty strong, and we'll throw on some tattered rose, and then we'll heat set this, and then I'll add some wax on top, and then we'll, I think, and then we'll stamp. You're swatching your gel pens. Cool.
So here, to give you an idea, she started out completely white, and this is the tattered rose.
Ooh.
She ends up with just a little bit of color on her.
Love it. Now she looks more vintagey.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. That looks so good. Add 2 layers of Seth wax. Right now or after I emboss this?
Ooh, cool, Jersey.
Oh, I'm going to go for it there. I want it to get, if it gets way too long, it's going to dry.
I think you can always reheat it. I mean, all you have to do is heat it up again with the heat gun.
That's true.
All right, I'm gonna do, let's do this. All right, I've got one of these.
I'm liking the different colors. I don't like to admit it, but Eileen had a good idea. Okay. One at a time after each. Okay. So remember, I rolled all the different colors I use. There's black, there's gold, there's copper, there's blue, all sorts of colors. Okay. So there, so you can see here, I roll the funky paint. I used the blue, the yellow, the rose on top, and some I may have missed.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna look for. Hold on.
Okay. So now what I'll do is put the wax on here. I can't hang on his tail. Let me look in the camera. Is his tail covered? Yeah, it's kind of spread. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I do like the different colors, and I tried to match it up a little bit with what Pete was down. So let's throw the wax on top, and then I'm going to try what Fran said and do like the psh, psh into it. And yes, you got to do the sound effect, else it's just not as fun. I'm a sound effect person. I have sound effects for everything. Okay. That's from being, you know, in the 80s and 90s. Maybe we were watching the Police Academy movies. And the Police Academy movies, you know, they had the one guy on there who go and make all those sounds, and everyone thought they were real, like machine guns and stuff. And I can't remember any of them got people's names that was in the Police Academy movies. But seriously, that one guy could do like any sound or whatever he could make with his mouth. You know, he just could make any sound. It was so cool. It makes me think. I think that's when I started loving sound effects after watching him in that Police Academy movie. Whoever he was, I don't remember names. I never remember names.
Okay, here, I'm gonna try.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna have some wax with some crystals in my wax. So I'm gonna now have my own mix of wax because I forgot to switch my papers out. So I'm gonna have some Timmy crystals in my Seth wax. This is Tim and Seth. Tim and Seth combining. Should I just dump more on while it's hot? Yeah, you remember the Police Academy movies? Smokey. Oh my goodness. He just can't help himself. It's just all the people are out in the neighborhood. Okay. Ready? Ooh, this is scary. Ready? Oh, it worked. How cool.
Let's see.
Oh, that's so cool, Fran. Okay, ready? Let me get my camera to focus. Give me a second. Keys, hold on. I had it and I lost it. Hold on. It's a lot of shine there for my camera to focus on. It will focus. There it is. Look. Do you see
Oh, that's
that?
cool. Wipe off your stamp.
Okay.
Co-
Some of it took. I'm gonna press it. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna add one more layer, stamp a little more over here. I feel like I didn't get much over here. It took a really good on this tail end. Hold on. Okay, ready? I'm gonna push down really hard this time. Not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Oh yeah. Actually, they didn't really even on here. It really didn't get any. Like that's what I was thinking that would happen too. Oh my gosh, people, hold on. Give me camera 1 second. Do 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 do.
I bet you could stamp into that with ink too. You think?
I would think so. It gives it so much. It gives it all. Like not only do we have the colors of the paint, we have the different colors of the Tim's embossing things. We also use Seth's wax, and we use the texture of the stamp, and it really shows up mostly in his tail the best. Like how freaking awesome is this? When you heat it, previous impressions will melt out. Yeah, my stamp is fine. There's nothing on it. Look at that. So there's one that's like been stamped on, right? And then there's one that's not. So you can see, I think you can kind of see the texture that added versus smooth. Oh, I love that. Peels off the rubber stamps easily, and you can ink the stamp too.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
All right. I'm going to try it on the bird. Let me get another rubber stamp. Actually, let me get my Asian stamp I had out earlier. And I can put this on my Asian book. I used this one this time. And I'll stamp into, this is almost the width. Maybe except for his tail. Okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to add the wax on here and stamp into that. If you all could feel the texture, it's like, yeah, you can't, there's the texture. I can feel all the layers and textures in here. It is really cool. I think I'm going to put some photographs out so you can really see the textures that made. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking cool. Okay. You stays on ink. Okay. All right, stays on ink. And then I'll put some wax on here. And then I'll have the stays on ink on this and then bam into it. Okay. I'm wondering if I want to add just a little more. I guess I'll leave him alone. I'll do it on the next one. Okay. Wax. Fix them up good. You can see where I missed it. So I'll go back in after I'm done. And you can see the places I missed. And I'll hit that again. But, okay, hold on. I'm trying to stay within the camera area, so I have to work a little more squishy space. But I want you to see what both of us are doing. All right, I put this in. Okay, move this aside. I'm going to get ready to heat it, and I'm going to stamp this ahead of time before I heat it so I can just smack it down. Ha!
Is that the point?
Take the black thing. Take the black thing off. What? You make it high on wax and stays on.
I know, I said, isn't that the point? All right.
Well, I guess I'm not going to worry about the one area I missed, and then I won't have to, because that's since I already inked my stamp. I'm thinking about that, but I'm going to go back in. Because it should reactivate what was down there, the Tim stuff too. So it should all kind of reactivate. Ready? Ta-da! Oh! Hold on. Ooh, I love it. Look. Oh my gosh, Fran. You get
Oh, cool. That, I like that.
Stamping and it works. That's a great idea, you guys.
That is very cool.
I don't have any because but look at that. That's what stamping with black ink into that. Oh my gosh. That's good. Oh, that's so cool. Now he has more depth and texture. Oh my gosh. That one shows up a little more in the camera better, I think, because I have less colors on it. And it's just the blue. Ah, and it can focus in on the black. Oh my gosh, you guys. You got to try this. Oh my gosh. I really would like a little more ink on that, I think. But, well, let's do another one. Okay, I'm addicted now. Let's do another one. Let's do a smaller bird. And we'll go back. Okay, let's do this one. Here we got him colored. Let's do this one. Or waxed already. All right, wax on, wax off. Okay, let me get another piece of paper. I know, it's so much fun. Right? Hold on. There's on my computer paper. Oh, here it is, Doy. It's right here. So I know I brought out a whole stack of computer paper and I couldn't find it. God. Story of my life. Okay. Let's do it again. We're going to try the Asian stamp again, but more ink this time. All right. We're going to put the Seth powder on and heat this baby up. This is the multicolored one, so we'll see how, like, the black should look really good in the red tail feather, actually. Let me make sure I put on a little more generously. We turned into crazy crafters. We are crazy crafters. I like it. Dang it. I always miss something every time. What I'm going to do is heat this up and wax it again and then stamp it this time since I missed some areas again. Ugh. Makes me so mad. I did that again. Like I missed the tail, I missed this, and I missed the ends. Well, I want to say one thing. All the layers and heat and stuff we're doing, the chipboard's holding up really nicely.
Okay, so what I did here, I put a stamp down here on her dress, and then I took some of the embossing fluid and just painted on with a paintbrush, and then put the embossing glaze over it. So you can, you can you could probably write, do whatever you wanted. All right, I'm going to try something here. I'm going to paint on a flower.
I'm smooshing, I'm smooshing. All right. Sure we get the good imprint. Oh, baby. Woo!
Oh, nice. That is cool.
Third time's the charm. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Look at this.
That is gorgeous.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so how did you do that?
That's something I did too. The acrylic paint from the rope bread thing.
Okay.
The 10 different colored embossing powders of Tim's, embossing glazes, I should say. 2 coats of wax from Seth. It's like a recipe. and then stays on ink on here and push down a lot.
Cool.
It is beautiful.
That's gorgeous.
Oh my gosh. I need more chipboard, people. Just saying. Now I can see me being a chipboard lunatic. Now I'm going to move on from rice paper to chipboard.
Uh-oh. Oh my God. If you want chipboard, get it now.
I'll be going for my chipboard for everywhere. Oh my God, it's going to look so cool in my Asian journal.
Oh, I love it.
And then here's the interesting part. This was the red and not brown, but I don't know, from heating all of Tim's waxes up a couple times along with the wax of Seth's, it changed it to a rustier red. Cool. I mean, it looks more rust colored and less red, and kind of like the yellow melded with it. Like some other colors kind of ran together in the process and changed some of the original colors I had down. Oh, so cool.
Very cool.
You guys, I'm stoked. Oh my God, I need more chipboard. Okay, so it took 3 times. So this one I got the bumpy texture, and then we did the ink, and then this one I didn't do as well with it, and then the third time was the charm. But this is cool too with the texture. So I mean, that actually lends itself to some coolness. Oh, and then we did the embossing powder on this fluid on the stamp, and then just did the embossing this way too.
That's really cool.
So we did that effect too, but this one's the bomb. Oh my gosh, you guys. Doesn't this look like it's an expensive piece?
I love that.
Oh, I can't stand it. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh.
You could like make a wind chimes out of that or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you'd have to do the back. You'd want to, like, if you were going to do that, you'd want to do the back of it, right? Flip it over, do the back, and then you could make, that would be neat wind chimes, oriental wind chimes of birds. How cool is that? Oh, I can't stand it. Okay. I'm going to do butterfly and another bird. Okay, I got to do this again. All right. Right? Don't you love that stamp? It's really old, and I don't have the package. This was on a wood. Okay, this is all weird. This was on a wood block, and I pulled it off the wood block a long time ago. Have no idea what company it was from, though, but it was on a wood block. That's all I can remember. And I bought it. I bought it. It's the same. It could be the same company. I don't know. Like, I bought it. I bought this around the same time that I bought these little girls. So it could be this company that makes the little girl ones. There's a third one, must have fell off in my basket. But I bought them around the same time as the little oriental girls. So anything big enough for an oriental girl? Probably not. You have an oriental girl on a bird. That'd be a little weird, but I'm going to have to find something big enough. I could maybe put the little button. It might rest his face up though. All right, I need bigger chipboard so I can do like my little girls.
Oh, that would be cute. Okay, so you can paint on the embossing fluid, and then pour the powder over and emboss it.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, I don't know the name because I pulled them off. I started doing that, Fran, and then I like realized how much work it was, and I stopped. I never finished. I also found these last year at a yard sale, and it has Geisha Girl. It has the what do you call it? The I can't think of the flowers that float on the water. Oh my gosh, my brain. Some bamboo. There's the little lanterns. But yeah, I bought these for $2 at a yard sale last year, so I could try these on some stuff. That was my fun find. All right, I'm gonna go with. I'll just lay that beauty there so we can look at it. I like that. So let's go with the rusty. I like this color. Let's go with the rusty hinge. That actually was red, but turned rusty. And let's go with green this time. We'll go green. Maybe some green, some rusty. We need something else.
What color do I want to put on top of here? I don't want to lose all that.
I'll do these three. Let's try these three. All right. Just a pinch. You come up with really good ideas, Eileen. Oh, I like that bird.
Yeah, right, Eileen?
You wish once I would get excited. Yeah, I never get excited. I'm just such a boring human being. Haha. Only when I'm tired. I have a tendency to be tired. When I'm tired, I'm more quiet, or I might be more tired if I'm not as talkative when I'm focusing on something. But this doesn't require a lot of focus, so that's nice.
Ooh, I'm gonna do it.
But I'm always excited, even if I'm tired. See, today I'm tired but excited. But this doesn't require a ton of focus, so I can talk more. We're working on those folders and stuff. I have to think a lot more. Thinking's overrated, right? All right, so there's that. And I think I put too much on. All right. Ooh, I'm going to have green in there. That's all right. I figured I'd have custom colors by the time it was done. I figured I'd end up like mixing a lot of these together. But I really don't want to make mud, although I'm afraid that's what's going to happen. Mud embossing powders. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm just putting embossing fluid on the bird. And let's see. I don't know. Maybe just some of the Tim beeswax. Let's see what that does. I can always add more. Okay.
All right, I'm going to have to change the title of my, I always end up having to do that, change the title of my stream. So I end up doing something else that I wasn't, I put the jelly plating, I'll have to go back in and edit. That's the only editing I do, is I'm going to have to go back in and edit the title. And I leave the description blocks like empty. I'll put any until I'm done, and then I can talk about what I did, because we end up like on that. We end up on so many rabbit trails, like when we're streaming, that half the time my titles have to be changed, and my description boxes, I don't even bother with that, because I know that's what I do is going to change. And okay, so you can see where I missed. So yeah, I always have to go in and edit my titles and descriptions, because I never know where we're going to end up on a daily stream, like, because we're always going here and there and everywhere. Yeah, I realized that I was muted and she was muted at the same time. I was like, one of us probably should not be muted. We got to hear one of our heat guns. Like, at least we're here.
Yes, it would, Nana. Colleen's used it on the thin. I think, have you used it on? It would work on the thin wood ephemera.
Oh yeah, I have a ton of woodies. I can
Yep.
try that. Oh my god, but they're all tiny though. I don't know if I have too many large. Oh well, I have a couple large ones. Wait a second. I'll try that next, Nana.
All right.
Let's try that next. Ah! Again, when you're working in a tight space on stream, it has its challenges. I'm trying to stay under the camera. I ink the whole thing, so I don't know where it's going to land. Ready? We're going to smush it. Oh, I realized on the other one, I was afraid of the wax sticking to the stamp, so I didn't like push down enough. So I was afraid it was going to stick, but it doesn't. So you don't have to worry about that. That's why the mistake I made on the other wasn't pushing down hard. So, boom. Oh,
So cool.
so freaking cool. Thanks, everybody, for ideas. Kathy, Fran, Eileen, everybody. Oh, my gosh. Look at that.
I love that.
Hi, Ange. I have a ton of woodies. I have woody pencils and woodies. I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys, it looks so cool. Everyone has to try this. Get your chipboard, your stamps, your stays on, embossing, Seth Apter wax, and some embossing glazes. Woo, the bomb. It's the bomb. Oh my gosh, you guys. Barbie be on 125 minutes. Okay, so let me go get a woody and let's try that. I could do this all. I know what I'm going to be doing while I'm watching Barb. I'm going to go down and get some lunch. Bring it up here. I'm going to eat my art room. I'm going to keep on embossing. Keep on and back to Keep On Loving You song by it'll be Keep On Bossing. Okay, let me go get a woody. Woodies.
And this is just the clear, the beeswax, the Seth Apter Beeswax.
Okay. I was thinking of my small ones, but I have big woodies and little woodies.
Oh,
Okay.
cute. Oh, where'd you get those, Colleen? Those are really cute.
This one I got at Hello Springs. This probably would have been Michael's or Joann's. Might have been Joann's. How about that? So I have a cactus I could do. I have some feathers that are plain. That was one of the markdowns we had last. And I have these that already have some stuff on it. Let's see. What would I stamp on that? I didn't think about that. I don't know what I would stamp on a cactus.
Oh, do you have anything prickly?
Oh, these are sticky on the back. Okay, maybe embossing right on top of that.
Okay.
A Greek stamp. You've got a Greek stamp? That's
Who has a Greek stamp?
Fran.
Cool.
Yeah, exactly. Strike while the iron's hot. Yeah, I'm on a roll. Mari got like stained fingers. Yeah, I'm gonna watch Barb, and I'm going to. Well, I guess I'll have to clean my hands so I can eat, and then I'm gonna keep on going. You strike while the iron's hot. Okay. Let's try it. Hopefully, we'll see how this does. It says it's sticky on the back, and there's a little warp to it. So we'll see how this goes. Let me get a piece of wax paper. If I can pull it back off. Do this. I have some wax paper. All right, what colors, Eileen? And let's see. I'm gonna get maybe like a texture stamp, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. We got the blue, so we'll have to go with blue for sure, right? Because we're getting a feather. Maybe let's go with blue. I don't mind asking her. I'm just gonna do what I want anyway. Right, Eileen? I'm just gonna do what I want anyway. Now I'm gonna put a piece of paper behind this so I can tilt it and pour it back in the jars, because this is definitely not gonna work well for dumping. I guess with the wood, it's gonna absorb it. It's there's nothing else down. So we'll see if maybe I should just load the wood first. We'll find out. Let's find out.
All right, I'm going to try this. I'm going to paint out some of these Japanese words in embossing fluid and then put embossing powder over them.
Too late. I already threw blue. She said green and orange. I can do blue and orange, right? Well, they technically don't have orange in his thing, so we could do this color, which is tattered rose, is as close to orange as it gets. If I come out with orange embossing glaze over around Halloween, this is kind of orangey. Okay, let's do that. Do a little green, whatever this is. This is like a pistachio. It's not like a green, but let's just do this too. Okay, let's see how this turns out. I'm trying to get Liz on so I don't have a spill. This has something on it already. Bye, Helen.
Bye, Helen. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This already has something on it, so you can see the gold is showing through the glazes. But it is warped. See how it warped it? The heat?
Oh.
So that may not work. Let me try a, where's the other ones? I just have in my hand. Let me try the plain. Let me try these. This one warped. So the downside of using the heat gun on the wood, and I bet this is just going to do the same thing. So that warped. And this is probably going to warp. That's kind of sad. Well, we could always, I mean, you could definitely stamp on these, right? So that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's totally. Let me put a little bit of paint on top of this one for you. That maybe that'll help. Let's put a little bit of paint. Let's go with something fun this time. Let's put this on here. Ah, let's put some deco art, shiny stuff. Put that on there. Let me dry that real quick and see what happens. Starting to bubble a little bit, be a little weird. It's heating up on the wood. Okay, so far it's not warped. All right, now let's go with I'll be excited when he comes out with more colors. Green and orange, as close as it got. Let's just go with that. Let's go with I think that'll look good, the turquoise. Let's go with these two on top. Actually, I can use paper on this one. I don't need the wax paper. Hold on. I don't need the wax paper. Don't forget, only use red rubber stamps. That makes sense. If you use anything other than the red rubber stamps, you're going to ruin them. If you use acrylic stamp, that's good to say, Fran, in case anyone does that. They don't get mad at us for ruining their stamps. If you use red rubber stamps and not the clear acrylic stamps for going into the wax, it will melt a clear plastic acrylic stamp. It will melt it. Okay, I feel like a scientist. Blinded by science. I feel like a scientist. Ah! I blew it away. Okay, let's heat these up. They don't move as, it's harder for me to sprinkle that on there. That I can already tell. So there's that. It's not great. Let me go with another color. I don't like that much. Yeah, I don't know if this red scares me.
What's that thing that you have to use so the powder doesn't stick to your paper? Isn't there some kind of tool?
Uh-oh, that didn't seal. Did you see that? When I put it down, it pulled it back off.
Oh, cool, Lori. I'll have to try it. I was doing it from behind, too, because I was painting on embossing fluid, so it was kind of thick. It was taking a while for it to dry.
Okay, so I would, yeah, this wiped right off. It's not, so wood might not be feasible. I don't know. Let me see. Let's try this.
Wait for it to cool off, though. Wait for it to cool off.
Ooh, That's cool. And I'm going to douse it with some wax and then we're going to stamp. And then by that time, be almost time for Barb. All right. Let me take a
Okay.
drink of Diet Dr. Pepper. Your state goes on lockdown tomorrow, or we've been on lockdown here. That's why like Tuesday mornings and Hobby Lobby and all that's closed.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
have to for a while.
hardware store, I think, and like grocery stores, that kind of stuff is still open. Gas stations, car repair, car dealerships, but like I think everything else closed.
Hey,
I think
Laura,
Barnes
Jersey.
and Nobles too. Barnes and Nobles was closed and everything. The Dollar Trees might stay open because they have food.
Hey Laura, are you gonna stream this afternoon? I thought she mentioned earlier she was gonna pop on maybe.
At 4 o'clock, we know at 4 o'clock is going to be Johnny.
Yeah, Junk Journal
And
Shop.
Journal Shop is her YouTube
You're welcome,
channel.
CB. Thanks for coming.
She's on at 4. Barb is on at 2. Are you going to stream, Laura?
Yeah, I thought Laura said she was gonna pop on.
Okay. If Laura's going to pop on, there's someone else too. I like it. Bye, CB. Thanks for being here. All right.
Wow, Laura, you're like shopping in your own basement.
How lucky is that?
I know, finding all this stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so I think I'm gonna make a couple of these, Colleen. I just did.
That's the wood with the wax. It really looks cool. Like I like the wax on it. Okay. And this is not warping. So that one was warped because it's sticky on the back and it has some sort of already embossed whatever. This was just a plain woody with nothing, on it or whatever, and it's doing better. All right, I'm gonna get ready to stamp this baby. After I heat it again. Stamp, 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 stamp. Okay.
Hey, Colleen, go ahead and put yours big so we can see it.
I'm blowing all the camera range too. My
Yeah,
feathers
go ahead and
blowing
go back.
all over the place. I don't know why, but the chipboard doesn't blow around, but the woodies are blowing all over the damn place.
Huh. They must be lighter. I don't know.
Yeah, the chipboard didn't do this, but the woodies, man, they're like blowing off the page. So, all right. All right, there's that.
Oh my goodness, Lori. Well, at least it's all done. Now you can just play.
I'm gonna stamp the corner because this is really small. Make sure you put the thing back on your stays on. Swoosh. Smush it good. I can just like literally make a song for everything.
Oh, sounds good. Laura's going to go on tomorrow morning.
Can't help myself. Oh, tomorrow was Saturday morning. Cool beans. Oh my goodness. All right, this worked. Who asked about the wood? Who was it that asked? I don't even remember now.
I don't know, but that's looking good.
There.
There.
Look at that. It works on the woodies. Whoever asked that, it does work. Just get the kind that's plain, not the kind that's got stuff on it. This is just plain little things. Yeah, I was blowing all over the place, so be prepared for that. But seriously, that worked beautifully. Come on, camera. God, when your camera doesn't work, give me 2 seconds. It will focus. It always does. It just doesn't want to do it right away. Oh, come on. Maybe
okay, Colleen, I think your name is sticking.
My name is sticking.
Lori's got you as joggles now too.
There. Oh my gosh, I finally got. Why is having so much trouble with this particular piece? It showed up better with the chipboard and it did this. There. Oh, there. I'm not gonna move. Everyone look. You're not looking, look now. There's the wood with paint underneath, Tim's embossing enamels, and Seth wax and black stays on ink and a stamp pad. Freaking cool. Doesn't it? It's kind of time consuming. This isn't like, you know, it's going to take a while if you want to do a bunch of these, but the wood veneers work. And it's probably the proper names, the woodies. That's just what I call them. These are die cut. I said these came from Hobby Lobby, but look how neat that will look on anything.
Yep, that worked good.
You could do a girl and put these, draw a girl and have these out of her hair. You could do a dream catcher. I do a dream catcher. Wouldn't a dream catcher be cool?
Oh, yeah.
Have a bunch
Oh, yes.
yeah, I think these would be cool. I'll make some of these and I'll do a dream catcher with them.
Can you add those to the one of your dream catchers you have up on your wall already?
I
Or
don't
no?
know. I might do like I have round stencils. You know what I mean? Like you could do a round stencil and then have
do it on a page, like cool.
Yeah, thinking on a page or on a folder. I could do a dream catcher folder theme. I haven't figured out for April. Dream catcher hippie folder.
Oh, in your hippie journal, your denim.
You could do that. I could do a folder theme with that. All kinds of stuff.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, so don't use the prefab sticky whatever. That was not good. The plain ones, that worked good. Whoever suggested that, that worked beautifully. Thank you very much. And she's going to head heading back to your craft room, taking your laptop. You're welcome. Our names are sticking. I'm going to put this up here so it adds something at the end to look at. Okay. Thanks everybody for coming here for jelly plating, auction stuff, and folder stuff, and everything else we did.
Yeah, embossing, Seth sprays, everything.
Yeah, everything.
You did do some jelly prints, didn't you?
I did do some jelly plating, but that was not. I didn't just jelly plate. So there you go. I'll put some of these down. That way everyone can see. Yeah, they flip through the little doodads so they can see I used Seth sprays and this and a stamp. Cool beans. So if someone wants to watch the video and there you go. There's something else on there. Something for everyone, right? If you like jelly plating, you like doing this stuff, you like doing, you were doing some paper stuff. Yep, I did some jelly plating too in my Oriental book. I'm going to put in my folder. So that one didn't turn out, but the rest did. So yeah, and now I might need, that's sticking, so I may need to seal this in a little bit. But yeah, this is fun. And then as I come across more stuff, I can always add to it, right? I do different things. I bet you had fun. See you all at Barb's and then later on at Johnny's. What a fun day.
It was fun.
Seriously. And we're going to go have some more fun at Best and Johnny's Best.
Okay, hold on. Can you put me back on screen for a second? Just with you halfway.
Boop.
I feel like these sprays get brighter the more they dry.
Oh, that's interesting.
Don't you think? Because I thought they were kind of dull before, but as they dry, they seem to get brighter.
I did get brighter. I agree with that. They did look kind of dull.
Because I was a little bummed because I'm like, God, it just kind of made mud. But look at, I think as these dyes dry, they get brighter. And I may put my little.
Oh, look at her! How good she looks on that card.
I know, with her little.
Oh, she looks so cool there. And that's
I stamped.
Yeah, like Let's Make a Mess. She did some really cute painty tags, like with the Tim Holtz guys, and so you need a little quote.
Put a little quote right here, and it's done.
And then edge it in some black and put a little quote on there, and then I'd say done.
She's done. But yeah, I like her. But I think these dyes, as they dry, they do get brighter.
Oh, that's interesting.
Isn't that cool?
So that's the difference between like a dye spray versus acrylic spray versus water-based spray.
I don't know, but when they
Yeah,
were off to the
they're
side,
good.
I had a piece of paper over them, and I pulled them out, and they just seemed brighter. So
Thank
so
you,
that's good.
Angel. You're welcome. Leave those up there and make it so when I stop the camera, you'll be on there with your stuff you made on the other
Okay.
side. Like make you a little arrangement. I'll keep it on. So that way it captures this.
There.
Sometimes it captures really weird stuff when you end it.
Oh,
I'm always like,
mine are so strange. I need to go back and fix them
but
up.
well, and then some of the other options are never sometimes just even worse. And I'm like, I don't like any of these. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Bye, Orla. We'll see you over Beth. Good Lord, Barb. I gotta say that in my head. The two B, yeah, but the B and a B. Lord have mercy. I need some more Diet Dr. Pepper, and I think I need some cheese and crackers. Rejuvenate.
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat some lunch and then go watch Barb. So
that's fun, and I'm gonna keep embossing people. I'm on an embossing roll.
yeah, I'm gonna play.
All right, I'm gonna end my broadcast. See you guys later.
Bye, guys.